I'm a medieval man. I'm a medieval man. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Why do you keep touching me? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Why do you keep touching me? Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
And hello! Music off. Music off. Hello, hello. I got a Dungeons and Dragons shirt to what's the word? Start off 2021. Just a heads up for anybody who's been watching and likes my haircut. I will probably be, as soon as it's possible, cutting it all off at some point. So expect that in the next month or two as COVID starts getting vaccinated. It's like assassinated, but with a vaccine. Assassinated. Can you hear a buzzing sound? Is there a problem on the mic? Or are you just saying buzz? No? Okay. You're just buzzing in. Buzz my head. Oh. Well, I do plan to go pretty short with it. I basically, over the holidays, learned that long hair has just been a pain for me. I don't think it looks that good, if good at all, and it gets everywhere. It's just annoying. It's either in my mouth or clogging drains or whatever. I don't know. Stream myself cutting my hair? I mean, I'm probably going to go to a professional stylist to get it done, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I will just grab clippers and go to town, and then I will look weird professionally when I go to work. Some other cool things. I'm going to have to get a shelf or something over here, I think, because someone gave me some sweet D&D trinklets here. We got a Mind Flare and Asmodeus. I don't know a whole lot about Asmodeus, other than I think he's one of the bigger bads in the Forgotten Realms. Asmodeus. Could be, maybe Asmodeus is in your campaign as well. Who knows? Maybe you've met him already. You don't know. Who knows? Could be. So to recap for anybody who has not been watching for a month or so, plus we are waiting for one trickle in. Just to remind everyone what's going on, if anyone wants to recap this, maybe they might watch it on YouTube or whatever. Our party is in this town right now, city I should say, the city of Elwain, which is an elven city. And although it is not very obvious on this poorly, crudely drew, I'm going to say my child drew this map, but no, it was me. I suck. They just finished saving a bunch of their NPC friends from earlier in the campaign that were in the south half of the city. The south half of the city is currently under siege by the Goldmane Empire. Also, they haven't really investigated into it, but people have theorized, people have told them that to the east here, that a group calling themselves the Gloom Ilk, a nasty, evil organization, may also be set up over in this direction. And they are in the top half-seas or so of the city, where it's relatively safe and still controlled by the elven military. I believe they're heading their way back to meet up at the Greasy Goblin, which was one of the taverns that they had seen previously, and they actually saw it earlier in the day, but decided not to stay there. Well, one of them did. We're going to unsplit the party and bring everyone back together, I think. But yeah, I'm suspecting that this episode will have quite a bit of role play as people get back into the thick of things. But maybe we'll throw some combat at the players. We'll see what happens. I'm going to open up Discord now and let people start introducing themselves and saying hi and whatnot, and we can hopefully get started soon. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Ezekiel says he's joining.
Things seem to be quiet on my end. I wonder if I should...
You're muted.
No, I mean, I can hear you guys. Just, you're quiet to me. I don't know.
Maybe it's just... Is it just me? Is it my volume that's low?
That's part of it. I can turn up people, though. I can't turn up shulking, because you are already maxed. I don't know if it's a problem in your end, or if it's a problem on my end, in honesty. But... I don't know if it's a problem in your end. I can also hear myself echoing through Fallstar.
That's, bland. Yeah.
Which is great. Okay, so I'm going to we're still waiting for one person to show up, but that's okay. We can still do introductions. I'm going to start with... Oh, there we go. Everybody's here. Oh, you know what it is. Ha! There we go. I fixed it. I'm sure you guys will be appropriately audioed now.
Testing.
Yeah, you seem good now. It was... I had my my personal volume for the computer, not within Discord, really low. That's what happens when you go away for a few weeks. You forget how to computer. So to introduce everyone, I will start with Blanford Knitfable. That's how I do it, right? I announce the character? Yeah, alright. Correct me if I do it wrong, but I think that's how I do it. Blanford Knitfable, which is our resident bard. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Fallstar. I'm playing Blanford Knitfable. Sometimes I'm... Zosimus Hornswallower. And... that's a whole thing. You can watch previous episodes to figure out all that. I decided to take it to sleep because it was a lot of being exhausted, and I didn't think it was prudent to try and fight while exhausted. But these other wits decided that they would do that, and I have no idea if they're still alive.
Well, hopefully you'll know very soon because, we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna make things work. But we'll continue on with our introductions. For now, we have Fjorn. I forget the last name. I'm sorry.
Ledbrock.
Ledbrock. Yes, it's right there in the roles.
Yeah. I'm in Burke or Moose. I play Bjorn Ledbrock, the barbarian.
Yes, who's slowly turning into a necromancer.
It's
However
slowly-
that's going to work.
Yeah, it's having some. Yeah, feels out of place, I think.
Well, there's a lot of humanoids potentially dying in combat near you in the near future. So we'll see what happens. We also have Boris the Monk.
Hi, I'm Stop Shulking. I'm about to ban some bot. And I play Oris, as mentioned. Monk, he's still reeling from like a month ago, which was actually in game time, only like a few hours maybe, from killing somebody while we were traveling through the Shadowfell.
It would have been earlier that day. It's weird for you guys because you spent a day in the Shadowfell walking, but it only ended up being noon that day when you came into the material plane, and then you did the afternoon. So really, you guys have been adventuring. Like your characters might start to get a little worn, and we'll see what happens. I think we're just probably gonna long rest you guys in a sec, anyways. But lastly, we have May Galenadel and her budding apprentice Rim.
Hey, yeah, I'm I play May Galenadel as my main character. She's a young elven wizard who's kind of along for the ride with these crazy. And Rim, who followed her out, but now is kind of sort of an apprentice to all of them, it feels like, kind of trying to learn and figure out his own way. He's got a couple levels of fighter and a couple levels of rogue, so we'll see how it goes.
That's awesome. Sneak attack and second wind. You got and action surge.
Exactly.
It's too bad you can't get 2 sneak attacks with action surge. That's too bad.
Yeah, that would be a little too powerful. But it would be awesome.
Yeah. Maybe you will find some kind of magical item or something that'll allow you to trigger your sneak attack twice.
That'd be pretty awesome.
That would be something else. I don't know. I have no promises, but I mean the power that the DM
using it
has.
as a way for him to get stuff done. I mean, he already can do cunning actions and stuff. So.
All right. So, yeah, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for bearing with me as we took a break and kind of got refreshed over the holidays, and now we're ready to get into some D&D 2021. I'm pretty excited for this year. Last year was honestly, sometimes I don't feel like we've maybe accomplished that much, but when I look back and I'm like, you know what, we started up a Discord, we got the stream going, we got, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. I think that I have to give myself a little, break and not be too hard on us as a stream. I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Plus, we're having a good time as we do it. So that's all that really matters. You can't. If everybody was Critical Role, no one would be watching anything else because there wouldn't be enough people to go around. There would only be people would stop eating. They'd be like, "We gotta watch another D&D stream. There has to be 80,000 people watching each one." So, back to the thing. I'm gonna kind of speed you guys up a bit. I think what I'm going to do so that everyone's together and we can start things is you guys are going to return. There's going to be some, there's going to be some stuff happening where like everybody's meeting each other and like people are excited to see each other and what have you, but we'll worry about that in the morning instead. So we're going to let everyone take a long rest so you guys can all heal back to full, get your magic weapons back, all your good stuff, so we just start fresh. Blanford, I don't know what to give him. He got a double rest. I don't know. Do you want the night as like downtime? I'm not exactly sure what you would potentially do instead of resting.
I just want to continue. I'm currently what I'm doing is basically I'm I bought those chef's tools.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try and make stuff with them and discover that I actually need to know what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, I will consider that you've spent a good chunk of time trying to learn the proficiency for your cooking utensils. Obviously, you don't just get it after one night. That'd be crazy if I was just throwing out proficiency. Well, it wouldn't be crazy. It'd be a different game than what we're playing in, I guess. Some people, I'm sure, do that, but technically, I think the book says that you're supposed to like find a trainer and spend some time and money and whatever. So you know what? You're still gonna get something out of it. I'm gonna mentally note that you got a whole 8-hour like big long downtime. Like it's gonna progress you quite a bit.
I'm discovering that just because I have the tool doesn't mean that I know what I'm doing.
Exactly. So you spoil like a little bit of your food supplies that you had stocked up on.
Being a bard only takes you so far.
Yeah, you are a jack of all trades. This just happens to be one of those trades that you're only a jack at.
Yes, that's basically what I wanted to do.
Okay, I like that. That's a good, nice way to reward you something, whereas everybody else was off battling and being awesome. So, so you guys managed to make it back to the Greasy Goblin. When you do return, actually, I'll just say, we'll just do everything in the morning. So, in the morning, after you guys are all healed up, you guys can kind of, like, stay there and talk to people. Now, there's a lot of NPCs hanging out that you have the ability to either speak with or potentially have them come with you if you want to do something. Another thing you notice is that when you go out on the street now, there's been a lot of time spent like preparing defenses. It's not just like road and street. There's like wooden barricades like built with like soldiers behind them, and they're moving stuff around, and it basically. And you're noticing most of the soldiers are the, because we already discussed this, that there are kind of two factions of the Elven army right now, the ones who arrived from the north and the ones who are originally stationed here. The ones you're encountering right now are the original Elwanian elves. They have the Greasy Goblin and they have the Academy. Those are the 2 points of interest that you need to really know about in the northern half that you own, or that are free for you to roam through. You don't know too much about the state of the town hall, or whatever I called the main building that the other armed forces is camping at or have strongholded at. But yeah, you notice that basically the city is transforming into like a war zone where they're preparing defenses, and there's even like some war machines kind of place. Like you might see a couple of ballistae. Is that the plural of ballistas? Ballistas? Ballistae? Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. AE? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ballistae. Like small, like very heavy crossbows that are like mounted to something. Just a ton of a ton of preparedness as opposed to just, hey, we're in a fight now. And yeah, so now you guys, you also notice when you get up that Clementine is at the Greasy Goblin. Of all the other like random, there's like some odd strangers around, but you notice that she's there as well. So you have Clementine is there, Tessa's there, Callie's there, the Black Fang is there. Shoot, what did I call the guy in the duster? Tango is there as well, milling around, making sure that he's keeping tabs on you guys. He seems interested in what you're doing. There's also the some of the other military people you might be able to get in touch with. For example, you don't feel it would be too difficult to get a hold of... Sorry, it's been a while. I'm trying to remember all the names, and I don't have any notes up. I'm just pulling it from my brain. The Barbarian, the Northlanders,
Yeah.
from the Coldlands. I forget what their names were. Lilac and Gordon, I believe.
Yes.
Got there. You feel like you could find or get word of where they are and easily get to speak with them if you wanted to talk with them. You also know of the commanding officer at the academy as well as his diviner, which I don't believe she has said her name. But you did notice that last night when the Black Fang returned that the Black Fang and her had spoken a bit. There's possibly, diviners got a divine, so they hang out or whatever. But yeah, stuff may have happened last night before everyone rested, but you guys came back, you were tired. I'm going to say that you guys found boarding for your owlbears too, so if you wish to choose to keep them here, you can leave them. You don't have to take them into the city if you continue moving. And I'm going to say that just because it would be... Well, how many zombies did you have? Did you have 2 zombies on you, May? I feel like you tried to get 2 more when the trolls attacked, and you only ended up getting 1. And I feel like you've had another.
I think I've got 2. I kind of forgot.
But then the question is, do you want to maintain them, which would use up your 3rd level slots?
I don't know. Are we still gonna be fighting people? Hey guys, are we still gonna be fighting tomorrow?
Probably. This is a siege. Sieges last a long time. That's why I wanted to sleep.
Yeah, that's why we're sleeping now. I guess so. Sure. Yeah, I'll have them get in a little box. Don't creep anybody out.
Well, it's unconventional, but the military here are desperate and they're willing to accommodate things like that. So if you want to spend your spell slots to maintain their, the spell on them, you can wake up in the morning and they are with the owlbears essentially, where they've stabled the owlbears. They allowed the 2 zombies to just hang out and just be moaning in the corner all night long.
All right.
Doesn't the axe take them over?
That's up to you guys. If you want, Fjorn can take control of them, and then it won't use your spell slots, but then they belong to Fjorn.
Thank you. I was gonna do that. I just didn't. Yeah, we took such a long break. Yeah, I don't really mind not having control of them. So May will let Fjorn do a dope power move.
Is that something Fjorn wants to do?
I guess that's fine.
Okay, cool. So you guys have officially started your zombie army at this point because they the costs to dominating them have been slept off. So really, you just have 2 zombies in your forces that will always be with you at this point. And you can do with them as you please. You could just tell them to stay. You could tell them to, if you wanted, you could tell them to, move rubble or something, and they'll just, do their best at... Yeah, you could. They're going to be terrible at it, but technically you can give them any command you want, and they'll just do it.
Let's build a pyramid.
You can tell them to just like wrestle each other for entertainment. Just like, although most people in the armed forces, although they are putting up with it, they do find it unnerving.
Yeah, I will mess around with them right now.
Boris
Okay.
would find it unnerving too, but he's.
Yeah,
It-
May's like trying to.
Luckily,
treat
they're
people.
not too decomposed yet, but it has been a day now, or like most of a day, if you will.
They should go wait in the woods.
That's totally fine too. If you guys want to like have them just like like you can just be like 100 like meters to the west, or not 100 meters, like a kilometer to the west or a mile to the west or whatever you want, where you know there aren't any other forces. You can just be like, go out into the woods and wait there, and they'll move exactly the distance you say to the best of a zombie's ability, and then if you find any more, you could just keep sending them out there, supposedly. What would you guys like to do, or would you just prefer me to throw some stuff at you?
Well, so we get up. I guess let's talk to Clement. Let's talk to Clementine.
Sorry?
Clementine.
Talk to Clementine. Yeah, sure.
Does she know that I saw to it that all of the city business goes through her for us?
Oh, all
of the business? I mean, it's.
Oh, no, not like that I made it so that I asked for her to be our point of contact for the city.
Oh, okay. So she'll like give you jobs or whatever. Yeah, exactly. So you guys are surprised to see her, but she mentions that she didn't want to leave because she thought you guys might come back or whatever, and she was supposed to evacuate, but she snuck in. She's being sneaky and like managed to stay within. She's kind of made herself a bit of a liaison while you were gone, and while you were sleeping, she went and spoke with them about the trolls that you have defeated, and they will return. She'll return with, we'll say 200 gold per troll head, so you guys can each have. That'll be 400 split, so each can have 100 gold pieces. You know what? Let's give Rim a cut as well. We'll say you get 500 gold, and everybody can have 100, which technically gives Ezekiel twice the reward. But it's a party gold. You guys will figure it out.
He's got to use some gold to buy his own equipment, I guess.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. We'll go with it. We'll see what happens. It's really not that much gold, honestly, but. They were very pleased that you had done that duty for them, but you did have help with like a bunch of other people. So I mean, they didn't credit you guys like 100%. We'll see what happens if you kill any more trolls. It might be more money if you guys do it without having the Black Fang and 2 other characters. But then you did rescue them, so maybe they were. You know what? We'll worry about it. We'll cross that bridge.
Rim only had like 15 gold, so he's happy.
Well, there you go. Got to get that supply back. Yeah. I don't know. Do you want, or I guess you were gonna ask Clementine if there was more.
I'm gonna ask. Yeah. Are there any particular things that need to get done?
I was gonna just see how you were doing, honestly, because there's like a war going on. But...
Yeah, she is a little shaken. She is a little worried. I don't remember if you ever asked her about family and friends.
Never.
I don't think there's any relation ties that you guys know about, but she doesn't. She makes it sound like the evacuation was successful in the sense that she didn't, nothing happened to her. There were probably some casualties there. I mean, it's siege, but you don't know anything about her personal connections, but she didn't seem like she's mourning a son or something you don't know about.
Did they kill your entire family?
Yeah, I'm an orphan now.
You You need us to rescue someone for you.
I'm an orphan too. What the heck?
Yeah, we're all adventuring orphans. It's amazing.
He has to go and
How
rescue
D&D
someone
works.
for you and get them out of the city.
No, she said it was fine. Everybody that needed to be evacuated that she knows is
Okay,
is
hey, I
gone.
just wanted to put it out there as an option.
What about the one house we destroyed?
Don't mention that.
A rock hit
Someone,
it.
that we didn't do
Yeah,
it.
that was actually the house of the Grey Folk guy that worked at the
No.
town hall. Oh no, we broke your.
Well,
My son was still there. The one that had no empathy or whatever.
Yes, but he's probably under quarantine now, so he might not be living there anymore.
I wanted to fix it, but
Can we
Like, that would have been casting mending.
There's a lot of damage to the city. I mean, you guys can
It-
probably roll it into the repair efforts that will come should they
and-
keep the city.
Boris can
that's it,
carry
that
wood.
building. That house, it probably was going to be written up as a stray attack from someone else. It will not be traced back to us.
Yeah,
but we
for sure.
Like, okay,
Do not take blame for something that is not necessary to take blame for.
Yeah, I think you're okay. No, they're like, why is there an owl bear shaped hole in this building? And you guys are the only ones with owl bears.
No, the whole thing. That's why I wanted to collapse the whole building.
That's why the whole building collapsed. Yeah, you're right. There isn't like a Porky Pig cut out in the wall. There's the whole thing
I just
collapsed.
wanted to like give them some money so they could rebuild their freaking house. I'm not like trying to like get thrown in prison or something. I'm not an idiot.
But,
Yeah. You're all thrown in prison.
Oris feels like whatever
I was-
happened, and
Obviously.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying I broke out of prison.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that's what happened last night. You were put in prison. There's there's a prison in the middle of this. No, yeah, you want to give money to Clementine? Is that what you're saying?
The people that own the house.
Okay, well, you don't actually know. I was just being silly.
Just, yeah.
Is there
to,
okay? Is
She
there a
can find
general-
out for you though. If that's something if you want to let her know, she can find that out for you and get that information.
I would imagine we're still under.
Hey,
Sorry.
if you can find out this person's house, gives her directions to it, at some point in the future, like I'd like to help them rebuild their house. They've got
Definitely.
access gold and stuff.
Yeah, I will find out for you.
The city's still under siege, right?
Yes.
So rebuilding is not a priority
Yeah.
quite yet. Like defending the city, like if
Correct.
we lose the city, if the siege is ends up coming and breaking through the city, then rebuilding is kind of like for later if we
This is
escape.
for the future. This isn't for right this second.
Yeah, I guess,
That
but like
comes later.
there'd probably be like a full rebuilding effort at that point, in which case we could, help out physically and financially.
Well, I can't help out physically at all, so
you have an owl bear. You can
Yeah,
also
mage hand.
you can also use fireballs to burn
I don't
rubble.
think owl bears are quite tame enough to help build stuff. That you need to like break an animal to do that.
They can carry heavy
I'm going
loads
to,
of
Just saying, I want to help pay. If they want to get the whole city help, that's great. It's a freaking city. I can't pay for a city. Also, this city kind of sucks. These people, we specifically ruined their house. I just thought, hey, maybe I'll, we've got a lot of freaking gold, guys. I'm just like, hey, I'll just give them like 100 gold or something. That's a lot of money for like regular people. So
I'm going to start looking at the I'm gonna start going through the list of so what have we got to go through? We have the siege. We have I finally look up and go, oh, you're here, and look at and see Blackfang's here and Tessa, like, oh, y'all are here. Okay. This is awkward. This is awkward because I'm currently going under a different name than I did
Yeah.
when
Yeah, they don't. They didn't fully recognize you. I think the Black Fangs met you in your current iteration, but the other two.
correct. Correct.
But they don't really question it. They just kind of like. They're just like refugees right now at this point. They're not.
Correct. So I'm just going to go and say, we need to figure out where we are going. What are the next things to do? If
We should
we
probably
have-
talk to the captain again to see if they need help with the city or what their efforts are.
If we can
Yes.
sort of guerrilla warfare the siege from somehow the back or something to take their attention off the
Yeah,
city.
I'm not a druid, so I can't turn into a gorilla, but I like the
I have I have a good number. I have some good choices for what to do. I'm ready to take out. I've got everything I need to do for. I can take out basically everything. I'm great. I'm
You're just gonna cast like meteor swarm on the entire.
Absolutely.
You're not. No, shut up.
You're not the DM.
You're not the problem. You went to sleep while we beat up some trolls. All right, suck it.
Yeah, actually, something
I
to
have a
possibly
dream of-
report might be that the trolls were armed. That's an interesting point of fact. That I mean, they kind of probably knew it already because they're not.
I thought they did know. I thought they told us.
They
but-
may have known already. Oh, did they tell you that already? Were you expecting that?
Well, you might have just told us like out of offhand or something, but I thought I
forget.
remember hearing about it before.
Maybe
we
I
got-
did tell you that already.
There's
Okay.
like, you were like, they've got like armor and it's really weird and stuff like that, and we're like, okay.
I've
that's
definitely
cool.
told you when you encountered them. I can't remember if I told you before you fought them.
either.
Um,
But we'll let them know if they don't know though. But like, hey,
Yeah,
they're
for sure.
for the weapons they were using and stuff.
yeah, it's good to know. If you're interested in like knowing what to do next, Clementine has some more information for you guys if you want it.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll talk to her first. She's probably the first person we can even see right now in the actual tavern. But then I do want to talk to the captain if we can.
You can get your information from him. It might be worth it to just skip over the person
Well,
trying to find you work to the person who's trying to save the city. So yeah,
middle-
if you would like.
Skip over the middle elf.
Well,
Yeah.
let's have breakfast with her with Clementine.
Tiffany.
We got to do that.
Okay, sure. You guys can eat with Tiffany and Tango is
Well, breakfast-
like he's not in the building, but you like every once in a while you like see him like peek in and just like keep an eye on you guys. Like he's very. It's not creepy. It's not like he's watching you guys. It's like he's worried he's gonna lose track of you. Like he almost like. He's worried that his friends who haven't really invited him into the... You guys have been kind of overall standoffish from him, so he like wants to be part of the party, but at the same time doesn't feel invited. So he's like awkwardly like making sure you guys didn't leave with a... Tango is the... he's the one that gave May the potion when you guys were at the...
He
You
looted.
there, you look interesting.
Oh,
He looted
Oh.
the store before we got there.
Yeah,
And
he's
then-
from the
and then-
Highmark Guild.
okay, yeah.
He showed you how the dice
Either
work.
the armor.
Yeah, he showed you guys how the dice worked in a way you weren't. You're like, yeah, sure, tell me what's up. And he's like, no, combat. And you guys are like, what?
Either the armor.
Screw this, DM. What the heck?
Either the armor. You look interesting.
I can't remember. Is he? I feel like he
What?
was like a gunslinger. I'm picturing like Vincent from FF7.
No, he's an artificer.
He has
Artificer.
a lot of magical items. That's the thing. So if we remember the way, if I want to just kind of go over his looks, I think I gave him. He's human. He's got short black hair. We'll say. I don't know if I gave you guys that. He's wearing like a long duster, like like kind of like a gunslinger look. But then on top of that, instead of having guns, he has a magical dagger, a magical flaming sword that you saw. He's also carrying some kind of magical staff on his back, and he has a bag of holding slung over his shoulder. So he's just like he looks like an eclectic mix. He looks
Oh,
kind of at the same time he looks kind of badass, but then he's also carrying around a purse. So you're like, nah.
I grab him by the shoulder and say, "You look interesting. Could you tell us all about your staff?"
Who?
It's
who
Wait, what?
are you with that? I noticed they're talking to you. You're all together.
yes. I hand him some of my what I think is delicious meal that I've been prepping.
I'm not eating his food, by the way.
Like I just basically put this plate right into his hands, just try and not quite force feed it to him, but
Yeah.
you know when your mom like gives you a plate on Christmas, they're like here.
He like gets a smell from it, and I'll do a roll for him. Why not?
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it accosts his nostrils, and he kind of like ekes his head back a bit. He's like, I'm okay. I ate already. I like to stay light when we go into combat.
Okay. So how so what's your thing? Like some of us do spells. I can't get a read on you. Like do you hit things with your staff like and then
He's part of the High Guild. He's going to a caster or something.
no, I was getting to the type of person who hits things with their fists. He's a
I wouldn't.
You know.
He kind of like looks at his hands, and he's just kind of like,
like the monk type who goes whappity whappity, thumpity thumpity, and uses a staff from time to time. That's what I was getting from his look.
I do know how to wield it, but my abilities do not come from my own martial prowess. I apologize.
Thief.
Oh, I thought you were like Oris.
Oh, I've seen him do some impressive things that I could never do.
I think
It's like
just-
Horus. I don't even
just whiffed a bunch of times during the battle that he saw. So I just look up and I like raise an eyebrow and then go back to eating not Blandford's food.
Not Blandford's food, yeah. Just like regular, properly cooked, greasy goblin
delicious.
supplies. Yeah.
So
I like your eyeshadow, though.
thank you.
So Clementine.
Yeah, you can let Blandford and them speak for a little bit. He'll explain that his staff is, less cryptically, that it's magical, and that's why he wields it, not so much that he's proficient with quarterstaffs or what have you. I forget what I even called it. You know what? You can roll me an Arcana check, because I think you guys figured out the other two, like his dagger and his sword. I think you guys figured out with checks already. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
I forget. Oh, geez, I googled that wrong.
14.
Okay, so
Not working.
So you recognize it as magical for sure. You know what? Your character might not be fully aware of what this is, but I'll tell you as Fallstar. It is a staff of striking.
Striking?
A staff of striking.
Ooh.
Yes, it's a powerful weapon. It's +3 if you care. Quarterstaff, along with the ability to like use charges to unleash additional force damage on top of a regular hit. So it kind of has like its own built-in, what's it called, like Holy Smite or whatever that paladins can do, sort of. Overall, of his magical items, it is pretty strong. So I mean, and then take all his stuff. I mean, he has good stuff. He has some good stuff.
Yeah, he's a thief. I don't think he's done anything like evil yet, so we can't just like kill him or steal anything from him. But I mean, if he just travels us, I'm sure so.
Yeah, maybe he'll just accidentally blow himself up. You never know.
He seems kind of stupid, so.
Yeah, May has a very particular type of person that she wants to spend time with, and most of my NPCs do not fall into that category.
Well, she's very interested in certain NPCs we haven't met yet, but
yeah, that's true. You wanted to know about Heckram, and he didn't really give you much information. His standoffish nature, he's being kind of a dick. So while you guys are talking to Clementine, you kind of mention your concern about the general state of the war effort. And she kind of makes light of it a little, but then she gets into the nitty-gritty, and you get the impression that things are going overall poorly, that the siege is a losing battle at the moment, that they're advancing, the trolls are running rampant. They've also heard that she's heard of something. She does not know what to call them, but she's seen them throughout the battlefield, or she hasn't personally seen them. She's heard whispers of strange soldiers amongst a group, or possibly even with the trolls sometimes, that people have said looks strange, possibly lifeless in nature, but then is unleashing powerful spells on the battlefield. She said that there was even a story of a well-organized attack to take down a troll. There was 20 soldiers, and they had planned fire and whatnot to help take this troll down. And when they tried to, one of these lifeless soldiers, they don't know what else to call them other than they look like they're a soldier of the Goldmane Empire, but they don't wield weapons, and they have magical prowess, and it was defending the troll from the flames, so the troll was capable of maintaining its regenerative powers, and it actually, after a few casualties, forced the attack off. So she just warns you guys that there are these, she doesn't know what to call them, she doesn't know what they are, but she's heard that there are these strong spellcasters out there that people have said, yeah, fire immunity on a troll, that could be bad, but who knows, maybe it's not. But yeah, that's some of the information she gives you. But overall, the line has moved. It's not really it's still south and north, but instead of down the middle, they've advanced to maybe little less than 3/4. I want to say 3/5, but I don't know if everyone's ability to understand is 3/5 more or less than 3/4.
Some of us
it's less than 3/4.
Are really bad at math, so yes.
It's less than 3/4. Yeah, I'm most people know what 3/4 is. It's less than 3/4. More than 1/2.
Some of us are victims of the American public school system. Some of us were homeschooled.
And that's true. Fractions are also just wonky, just crazy number system to begin with. A lot of people. I've had my wife ask me some. Not that my wife. I'm not saying negative things about my wife. Okay, on stream. I'm not. Let me just say that right now. But there has been the occasional time where I've had to explain an intense fraction, or on Reddit. I know some people were pretty confused on Reddit once about what was it? How percentages are reverse fractions, and I think that confused. When someone spelt it out, it made more sense. But I think it confuses people when they're like, okay, 1 out of 4 is 25, and they're like, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, sorry about that tangent.
Just it, yeah.
Yeah. So now you know that there are these weird. You don't know what the deal is with them. Powerful magic users potentially, and you also find it very interesting that because as far as you know up till now, the trolls are probably Glue Milk tied, but not Goldmane Empire faction. There's a lot of factions going on, and I had like a grid made for myself just to remember interactions with each other. But yeah, the Blue Milk. So when you hear that story, it does bring up questions of why a Goldmane mage, if you would be defending the troll. Like, obviously, there's some intermingling between the two, but it seems a little strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's fight those guys now, right? Is that what May's thinking? Is she just like, she hears that, she's like, ooh.
Go beat him. I want to beat the Necromancer up. Do we have
Spell magic.
Where's the Shadowfell? Where's the next door to the Shadow? I'd like to take the next ticket to the Shadowfell, please.
You want to go to the Shadowfell?
That sounds awesome. Now that I think about it, I was plans.
You don't know if Dapper Dan is still at the apothecary, but you do know that he was the one that had the directions to the portal to the. That might be the closest, the easiest way to get to the Shadowfell that you know of.
Well, let's talk to the captain, I guess. Because Clementine has some info, but nothing like order-wise, like actual quest-wise.
Okay. Does Blanford want to finish up his talk with Tango before going with everybody?
I just wanted to ask if he has any. If he has anything that he wants to let us know, or if he has any particular goals. If he's going to come along with us, if he has any particular goals for coming along with us.
Oof,
like
that noise is a bit much. I need to turn off the roll sound.
If he's coming along with us, like, is he just coming along with us to keep tabs on us for the Highmark Guild? Because if so, that's fine, I guess. But is he coming along with us so that he can do the siege and then part ways? Does he want to go off to the north? I just want to know what his intentions are with us.
Do you guys know how to turn off that sound effect?
Right click on the tab and click mute site. It'll work for you for now.
Oh yeah, that works.
Mute site. Right click.
Right click on the tab.
Oh, I'm assuming you're using Chrome, by the way.
I am, yeah.
If you click on the tab,
awesome. And the reason it's so loud is because I have it open as the DM and as the player, so it's doubled every time. Oh, I don't have to mute both. It did it for me. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Yes, I am just very interested in adventurers. I'm sure you've met other Highmark Guild members, and they have a similar desire. Adventurers, I mean. What's the deal?
How are you interested? Tell me all about your interest in adventurers.
You aren't the first group that I followed, but you are more alive than they were. Or are, I should say.
Oh.
Yes, you should go to the Lowmark Guild. Definitely.
So no, we're gonna start it like a high 5 and a low 5. Like
I got friends in low places.
It's gonna be like secret.
I do enjoy being alive. It's so delightful. And apparently you like my being alive. How about you tell me all about how delightful I am?
You just wish to be flattered.
Yes.
Penny looks at you and he's like, "Oh yes, obviously."
That is the point of adventuring: is to become the center of attention, and yes.
I've just always found interesting the lifestyle of an adventurer. The things they accomplish, the things they do, the unfettered lifestyle. It's fascinating. And I'm certain that there are great things meant for the 5 of you. And I wish to see them.
Are you one of the great things that are meant for us?
Am I? Some call me great, I suppose.
He works for us.
Well, let's see how great you are and see if you can actually fight. I had a dream of last night where everyone got completely wrecked because I wasn't there, and I just want to know. And apparently that wasn't the case because you were there. I just want to know if that was actually what happened.
Have you seen those magical dice that the young elf girl has?
Yes, the little elf girl. She is something.
The dice, though. You've rolled them, perchance?
I have. They are dangerous.
He's going to ask you, or no, he's going to explain about the tokens, and then he's going to ask if you want some. Would you like to know how to acquire some?
I would.
So, like, he, like, takes you out on the street, and he kind of steps back a bit, and then he's like, no, you know, it's a little too early for that right now. Maybe I'll just explain it to you. And he just explains the fight that you guys had instead of having you immediately fight 2 spectators with just his help. He does explain that plus I'm assuming your party delivered Blanford the spectator blood. That was one of the items you were looking for, personally.
Yeah.
That's something else that you guys now have all the resources for, just as a reminder. You could craft the next item in the Sylvan book.
Yeah.
Ritual and stuff, though, we should probably do that later.
It is. If you guys really wanted it badly, I could potentially say that you found time to do it during Blanford's downtime. If you really, really, really asked nicely, maybe I could do that for you.
I only have to rest for 4 hours.
That's what I was thinking. So between the 2 of you, there would be enough additional time that I feel like you could pull it off.
Yeah, because I can read Sylvan or whatever.
Sylvan plus ritual cast. I believe I have this prepared for you guys already, which is good because I'm pretty lazy and I don't like preparing stuff. The owl skin. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, Fallstar, the original owl skin that you have already, I didn't make an item for. You just added it.
Made it.
You just made it, right. So after performing the ritual, you get your studded leather armor. You get your original owl skin. You get your alchemic oil, which, do we remember where we got that? I'm trying to remember how I got you that.
We bought it or something.
Was it? Because it was
I forget where you acquired it.
Whimsy?
That's okay. You got the alchemic oil, you got the spectator blood, you line everything up, and you perform you assemble the components, you perform the ritual, and the armors, you sewed the one armor into the other, and after the process is completed, the Sylvan book pages are blanked again, but then they start writing yet again, and you're like, ooh, maybe there's some more stuff potentially coming out of this. The new and improved owlskin armor that you have is an actual item that I created for you. You can add it to your inventory. It is called Owlskin S in skin. It's a +1 pair of studded leather, which should actually give you a total of +2 to your AC. Because you weren't using studded leather up till now. And it also has a slightly more robust spell list available to it that you can cast from it. So
Ooh, that's good.
I think you will enjoy that. The last one there, it's expensive. It's a big spell, honestly, but it's pretty innocuous. But it is a 3rd level spell that you could potentially just do once a day. That I wanted to give you because of your interest in cooking. So now you have the potential to waste a bunch of cooking materials if you want daily. If that's something you want to do with this spell.
Create food and water for 3 charges.
Yeah, technically it's a 3rd level spell. So, I mean, like, it is an expensive conjuration spell. But, like, you're not going to win any fights by creating food and water. So I was like, I think we're okay giving you this one.
Watch me. And the other one is destroyed?
The original, you only have 1 owl skin, yeah. The new one.
Watch me use create food and water to destroy someone.
The thing is that, like, it's really only doing the create food half because you already have unlimited decanter of water. So creating water with the spell is pretty worthless for you. But yeah, I mean, it has some cool, nifty little things that it can do. Plus, it's just buffed your AC by +2, which I think is something that Blanford was probably one of your squishier party characters. So I
went from a 14 to a 16 armor class.
Yeah, I have a feeling this will make some differences in... I mean, you should... Honestly, it's a little on you for never finding studded leather yourself, but, I mean, hey, it's alright.
Oh my lord, I'm actually a respectable armor class now.
Yeah, maybe you won't... Yeah, you're all probably still going to get TPK'd this episode, but I mean... At least you got that before it happened.
Let's do it. Boris is just gonna run if people start dying, because he's fast.
He is super fast.
And May's gonna hop on his back, so.
Actually, I can't compete with the, like, 45 movement or whatever from the owlbear, plus, like, when he jumps off and Misty Steps, so.
That was something, yeah. When you moved the distance of the owlbear, got down... Then Misty stepped to the guy. Yeah, that was a lot. And it actually gave you that ring, which is another thing, which is another potential item of interest for you guys if you want to...
Oh, yeah. We haven't identified that.
No, that's not even in my list because I didn't know what it was.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to give... Didn't I tell you guys what it was called, but then I suggested not looking at it? No? Okay.
No. You simply said there's a magic ring that... It's really powerful, so we haven't.
And you feel like you feel like you're being watched.
Can I figure out what it is just looking at it, or do I need to cast like identify or something?
It's gonna figure out who you are by you looking at it.
It's casting identify on you as a person.
May's not lived a long life. I don't think it matters if they can see her life.
I remember I had to adjust this a little bit because you brought something to my attention during one of the episodes we had, and I realized that I had misworded something it could do. If I had left it the way it was, honestly, it would have been fun, but it would have been worthless. It would have been actually a worthless ring that you couldn't.
You realize you'd put in one ring to rule them all, and that was the ring.
Well, there's a spell that I had not realized had a casting time, and then I put a drawback that would... Basically, you would just never be able to cast the spells because the ring would... Trust me when you know more about this ring, it'll all make sense, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's really stupid. Why did... You're an idiot, DM. But now I've reworded what it can do, and it makes a little more sense. But yeah, you can. I'll let you roll Arcana as May to try to discern some information.
I'll help.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you have advantage.
Well, actually, here, when you pull that ring out to start identifying it and doing your check, Tango comes over and he offers. You can choose if you would like. You can have Tango give you help, or you can have Blanford help you.
Seriously. Choose.
Yeah.
This is actually an RP decision.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit of like, who do you like? You have to choose. You're like, it's the worst of two. I don't want either of them to help me.
Blanford offered first, so
Okay.
I'll
Tango's a little disappointed. He kind of hangs his head, but he appreciates it. Like, he's still there, but he's not like actively helping you.
Oh my god, that was horrible. I got a 12.
Ooh, a 12. So you're not going to discern anything amazing from this
I'll put
ring.
it on and attune to it.
I have the identify spell.
Yeah, you guys can
Before you
get
do
the.
that, I put it on and I attune to it.
Or I could cast a spell that takes basically like 10 minutes and we're fine.
Isn't it in Ezekiel's hand right now? Are you sure you want to be reaching for one of his possessions, Blanford, or do you want to get blasted?
The problem is, like, I can buy this
Cast
easily. I
friend.
just have. I'm supposed to have a pearl worth 100 gold. It doesn't consume it or anything, but I have to cast Identify. You need a pearl worth 100 gold.
Right. We don't have that. So the simplest way to do it is to put it on and attune to it.
Oh, no.
What about other people near
I'm
us?
gonna-
Could they help identify it? Is like Clementine useful, or does she know someone?
Clearly, you put it on Clementine. No, yeah, I'm gonna RP this a little. I'm gonna say May is like studying it for a second, and then Blanford doesn't make it apparent that he's gonna take it, and the second she like looks away, he's gonna grab it, right, and he's gonna go to slip it on his ring finger, and Tango's just gonna put his hand on his wrist and stop him from putting it on, and he's gonna say, I don't recommend brute force. And then May immediately snaps and sees what's going on, and she takes the ring back and she looks at Blanford with this like expected, disappointed look. I know I'm RPing your characters for you guys, which I'm not technically supposed to do as a DM, but I think it's funny, so I'm going to do it anyways.
So now we got Restless Fjorn and we've got Angry May. So
can I cast Identify or?
I thought you said you needed a pearl or something.
Yeah. That's why I'm bypassing Identify by attuning.
doesn't he have a spell slot he can use for it or something? Or do you already have the pearl, May, Ezekiel?
No, this is why I'm asking the DM if either I can.
And an owl feather. That's why you wanted the owl bear feather.
No, I already have an owl feather. I have an owl familiar.
You just like pluck one off Squire. We're good to go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna let you do it. I mean, technically, you should try to purchase that pearl for a later casting.
I'll buy it later. I'll take 100 gold off and
but
say at some point I buy. I don't mind that. I already have enough.
I know you have an orb of power. Is it pearl of power?
No, it's just the pearl worth 100 gold.
No, but I mean,
Pearl of Power.
you do have a pearl of power in your possession, do you not technically? So I mean,
that would count. That would count.
I'm gonna count the pearl of power because it is a pearl and it is worth more than 100 gold.
I'm definitely not using the pearl of power. I'm not an
It
idiot.
doesn't get consumed, you said. So I mean, or does it get consumed? Don't consume that. Don't consume it.
It is not consumed. It is not consumed.
But it's not. I guess I'll use it. It's just.
Okay, you just want to spend 100 gold and identify this thing, is what you're saying.
I guess if you're gonna be fine with using the pearl of power, I'll use it. I guess as long as it doesn't take the magic from it or something.
It does not.
I'm asking.
No. Does identify actually cost 100 gold per use?
No. You just need a pearl. It doesn't consume the pearl though.
I mean, I'm trusting that you're right. I'm just trying to understand how you know the difference. How do you know that it's not consumed?
It says it's consumed in the spell if it's consumed. It's
like Revivify, the diamonds.
Look up like Revivify or something like that. Like
which the spell consumes. Okay, so it has to say it's being consumed. Otherwise, you just have to be holding it. Okay, I understand. Thank you. I figured that's what it was. I just wanted to understand for my own purposes, so that I don't make another ring that fucks up. So yeah, you guys can spend the 10 minutes, the 100 gold that you were just awarded, essentially. Or you could take it from Rim. I mean, he's everybody's pack mule anyways. whatever you want to do. And you can identify it, and I will give you I will tell you, because you cast the spell Identify. If you had just been doing Arcana checks, I probably would have slowly given you information about the ring. But Identify in 100 gold, you get the full. It is an artifact. I think I mentioned to you guys before. But you have to touch it to do it. Ooh. Okay, so this ring is called. It kind of speaks to you as you're casting the spell. It's not actually talking to you, but you hear the name of it almost whispered, so that you have that knowledge in your brain. However, Identify works to give you information on the ring. But you hear the name Urguin, which is spelled Urguin. If you look for it in the homebrew, it's called that, and then in brackets ring, because that doesn't spell out that it's a ring. It just is a name. Unlike, what did we call the axe? The axe is a cool name as well, but it's clearly an axe.
Havengul.
Oh, it's not anything. It's just a name, isn't it? Yeah, I should have probably put like Great Axe in brackets. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, like for the Owl Soul, I put Owl Soul, longbow +1 or whatever.
Yeah, I should do that. I'll probably. Oh, did I never make you the Owl Soul? I never did.
No,
I should make it officially. Yeah,
but it works the way I did it. It just doesn't have the key restore thing. I don't think you can do that in D&D Beyond, but whatever. The rest is right.
Urguin, or Urguin, however you want to pronounce it, because Elwayne, Urguin. It's going to get confusing, isn't it? It's a silver band with gold inlay and a single ruby as dark as blood. You guys already knew that because you had already looked at it before, so you knew what it looked like. But all creatures near the ring have a constant feeling of unease, like they are being watched. Thanks for posting it. I don't think chat will get all of that because it's so long. That's the Havengul.
That was for you, too. That wasn't the thing. That was just... Wait, what was posted in there? Oh, I just...
The axe.
Oh.
So...
I just put the Identify spell.
While wearing the ring, you can cast the following spells at will without using spell slots and without material components. With a casting time, I had to put that in, of 1 action. So there's no casting time. You can cast them instantly. With no material components, no spell slots, you can cast the spell Raise Dead or Animate Dead at 5th level. That's that's the powerness of the ring. Now the drawback, which is super important, while wearing the ring, every 6 seconds you will lose 5 max hit points until your next short or long rest.
Wait, they're not regained until short or long rest.
Yes, and if you try to take the ring off, it will refuse, and you'll have to make DC rolls to remove that ring of intelligence or wisdom checks. You can choose, but they're just flat intelligence or wisdom. They're not saves; they're just checks. So you're rolling a d20 plus or minus your wisdom or intelligence modifiers. So it's a less than 50% chance for almost all of you to remove this ring. And so if you fail enough times, it will just kill you outright. But you are aware, and it explains further on in the description of the ring, that you can spend time studying this ring to acquire more information about it on very high DC 22 Arcana checks, to understand how potentially to use this ring for more than just getting yourself killed, or maybe casting... Like, if one of your teammates dies, it might be worth it for you to try to cast Raise Dead on them, right? So you might put the ring on, save your friend from death, and then like struggle and panic and hopefully get the ring off before it kills you as well. The idea is that I'll drop lore bits and explain how possible... Like, when you're in combat with the guy using this ring, he did not look to be dying every 6 seconds. So there's clearly some way to use this ring without the drawbacks tied to it. but we don't know what that is, and it's going to take a while for you guys to figure it out. It's potentially, I'm hoping you guys don't just figure this out next session and suddenly you guys are gods.
I'll figure it out next
It's
session.
going to take a while, and you guys are going to learn. If this is something you're interested in, it could be like the bag of rats. You guys just don't ever care about it again.
Speaking of the bag of rats, could I? Who's got them?
I think you do.
No, I don't.
I
Well,
think
I
it might have
don't.
been Fjorn. Might have been holding the bag of rats.
I don't think I have it.
No? Well, I'm okay with one of you having it, whoever wants to have it, so you can just
It's
you can
not
just give it
Oris.
to Blanford. It's fine. Fun fact, my wife purchased me the D&D. There's like a D&D card game called like Mayhem or something. It's not a high quality. It's not like a CCG. Mayhem D&D. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's like a $10 pack of D&D cards or whatever. But the interesting thing in them is that there is, she got me the expansion to it as well, which has I think it's a barbarian or a ranger, I can't remember, but he has a bag of rats, and I just thought that was funny that they gave him a bag of, like, that. It was just like one of his abilities. I was like, he has a bag of rats, and I'm like, what? I feel like I stole that.
Oh, I have the Three Dragon Ante card game by them. It's pretty fun.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's fun. I played it with people that play D&D and people that don't play D&D, and it's pretty fun. It's got lots of dragons and stuff.
Penguin? Ergwin? How dare you?
It's the Pergwins. Pergwin. It's my Pergwin ring, guys. So I've got this Pergwin ring. I've got. I don't think anybody should probably be wearing it or using it right now. I think it's definitely got some. I don't know. Maybe there's like something like written on it and something that I can't read it, but maybe I'll be able to decipher it over time if I have a few days to study it. Hopefully.
Yeah, it will kill someone
Okay.
very quickly if they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hold on to it, but I'm not gonna wear it because it's definitely it's powerful, but we're gonna need some more knowledge before we actually try using it. But it's definitely got potential.
Okay, so I should definitely not. It's definitely good that I did not just put it on and attune to it immediately.
Depends on whose perspective. Good.
Attuning to it doesn't happen. It takes like an hour to attune to things, but yeah, don't do that.
From May's perspective, good. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and Tango seemed very interested in the item, but
I mean,
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say, "Hey, Blanford, put this on. You'll really like it."
It's not evil. You guys all think that she's gonna stoop to his level. She doesn't stoop to his level.
I'm just curious. Oh, you have 33 hit points, so it would take you, what, like 35 times 6? Whatever. How many seconds? Not very long to kill you.
it's 5
Yeah.
hit points every 6 seconds. So you could almost just say however many hit points you have, that's how many seconds you have to live, more or less.
Yeah, divided by 5. But anyways, it's not bad. I mean, again, it's honestly, well, for one, it seems like there's ways you can get around losing the hit points. For a second thing, if we do just need to like, oh man, we gotta raise somebody from the dead really quick. It's like just attune to it for an hour, cast a spell, and then all of us try pulling it off. It's not a really, really hard check. I mean, we should be okay, hopefully, or throw. I mean, I've got like a +7 to my intelligence.
I assume you can only check once per second.
Well, once per turn.
Yeah, so 6 seconds or whatever. So you'd lose 5 every time you failed.
Well, for me,
Yeah.
I would lose I only have 26 hit points, so
Yeah.
I guess actually with 6 rounds still.
I'm
It
gonna
would not be
actually
good.
change something you said makes me realize I have to change the wording. It says while wearing the ring, it should say while attuned to the ring.
That's fine. Normally, that's what that means. They're
Yeah.
pretty iffy.
But you're gonna take the effects. While the wearer losing 5 hit points will happen even if you're not attuned.
Oh, okay.
The negative, it'll you know.
Wait, so if you put it on, you start losing hit points, but you don't get any of the abilities of it?
Yeah. Well, sorry, you have to attune to. Do you have to wear it to attune to it?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I'm
That's
assuming
a weird one. Okay, so yeah, you're right. I'm gonna leave the wording and we'll worry about it. I was trying to say if you were to just slip it on but not attune to it, that it would start killing you. But
Okay. Yeah, you can attune to it without putting it on. You just
I think I think you can attune to it without the punishment, but you do have to wear it and be attuned to it to cast the spells.
Right.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I mean, technically, D&D Beyond forces you to equip the item before you can attune it to a slot, which implies that you're wearing it. Yeah,
So
I
does
don't know. Whatever.
Does that mean I should attune to it in order to study it later? Like I won't put it on, so I don't lose any power, but but I can't study it unless I'm attuned to it, or can I study it either way?
I mean, I don't think you have to be attuned to it to study it, but well,
Okay.
it does take 4-hour chunks, but coincidentally, that's the amount of time you don't need to sleep every night. So
Exactly, yeah. So I just need a roll of 15 or
should have made it 5 hours or 4 hours and 2 minutes. And you'd have been like, damn it, 2 stupid minutes every day I gotta waste on this. So yeah, this is us trying to just get to the academy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll go there now, yeah.
Awesome.
Looks around the whole time because she thinks she's being watched.
Yeah, exactly. So having the ring in if you put it into the bag of holding, you won't feel those presents because it's
I
far
don't think
enough
she's
away,
going to. I think she's going to put it in her pocket because the bag of holding is pretty easy to get stuff out of.
Yeah. But you
I
do
think
feel that like general unease on your whole body.
Yeah, I think
Just,
she
like,
might later if
constantly.
it's getting too much for her. But for now, she's a little bit concerned somebody's just going to like grab it or something. So.
Yeah, you now have 2 more levels of while you guys are walking to the place, so you're starting to, like, yesterday when you were where you are now, you couldn't really hear the signs of combat. You could hear people moving around, but now combat is like closer to you, and you can hear over the distance. It's still like some distance away. You're not expecting anyone to come rushing up and stab you in the back, but you can hear like fire, and you can smell smoke, and there's clanging occasionally. You hear yelling every once in a while, like. Yeah, it's getting closer to you guys for sure. As if I remember correctly, you know what? I will recap with the commander. He'll talk about what happened. I believe that there was a holdout until reinforcements arrive. Was the general statement last time, but if someone can roll perception for me.
Fjorn's the one that really wants to. Volunteering Fjorn. Yeah.
Oh, this guy can see. So, also notably, no one else goes with you except for Tango decides to be in tow as long as you guys don't mind.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna hang out with you. He's gonna be your new Black Fang, I guess, for now.
Less OP than the Black Fang, I guess, in combat.
Yeah, he's different.
It's fine. I want him to be weak so we can take all this stuff.
If he dies, we just clean his corpse.
I was hoping that I thought. Question: is his duster leather armor?
Yeah, technically.
Good to know.
He's wearing. You're not quite sure, but he's wearing something under the duster as well. Like, it's possible he has a thicker armor, close to his chest, if you will. But you know, he's trying to look like a cowboy, but then he also has a purse. is a man bag.
It's
He looks
like-
like May.
not-
He looks like a taller May wearing a duster. So
but he's not wearing like a plate mail or something.
no, he's not secretly wearing plate mail or even in some kind of magical armor that you're aware of.
Okay.
Dude, you
oh,
look really. No, it's just plate mail under my clothes.
you know what? I think there was one other thing. I had forgotten about it. I think I mentioned it. He's also wearing a magical necklace.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't think you guys identified it, other than you knew that there were some kind of gems or jewels on it.
That too.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up again because it's been a month or however long. So his general look, he's got his, he just looks like a mess. He's got all the stuff on. Yeah. So as on your way back, you get about halfway to the academy, and Fjorn lets you guys know, or doesn't. He notices, anyways, that you guys are being followed.
Yeah, I tell him.
Yeah, you point to an alleyway and
I know we were
like
being followed. I can feel it. I can feel their eyes on us.
May's like, well, obviously.
I feel it. Where are they at?
Yeah, you point to this, like, as you guys walk by, there was like this alleyway, and there was like, for a second you saw someone there, and then they kind of vanished for a sec.
May is gonna. Is it really close by? Like, when we just like run over there?
You're on the main road, which I don't know how much I've explained that, like, giving you guys the visuals on the town, but like on the big main stretches, it's a good like 50 feet across road. Like it's a big roaded section. Well, I'm just saying road a lot, aren't I? That's not helpful.
We're probably in the middle then. We'd be able to run.
So like the main thoroughfares are relatively wide, and then the alleyways are kind of smaller. So I'm gonna say you guys are kind of in the middle, maybe. So yeah, it's like 30-ish feet away to like book it. You might be able to catch up with whoever that is if you guys just decided to run immediately.
If Oris just step of the winded or
I'm
charged.
gonna run. I'm gonna run like 20 feet to the edge of the alleyway. Do I see anything?
Yeah, as you come to the alleyway, you see a person running down the alleyway, and they look back, and you don't quite... you know what? Roll perception for me.
Okay.
No one has exhaustion, so these rolls are way more fun.
Ooh, I got a 23.
It had
Not
to.
you.
It had to be as May though. May was the one that ran up, or did you all run up like as a group?
No, just me.
Okay. Well, Blanford, with his acute sense of hearing, he's like, I hear someone running down that alleyway, like from a distance. But as Ezekiel as May turns the corner, he sees this man running, and he looks back, and you feel like you've seen this face before. It looks pale. It looks. It doesn't look healthy. It reminds you a little bit of, the zombies that you've previously raised from the dead, and a smile on his face as he just like continues to run. I would say he's about halfway down the alleyway. He's going to be on the other end very quickly.
How far can I like misty step down to the other end?
Sure. Yeah. If you really want to stop him and you're going to use Misty Step to do it, you will. You're as fast as him, plus you have Misty Step, so you could potentially cut him off if that's your plan.
Okay. Yeah. Then I wanna do that. I wanna run to the edge, Misty Step, and then I've got like 10-ish feet, and then I wanna just. I don't know if I can tackle him. I don't know if I like shout at him. Does he stop? Do I have to like jump on him to stop him from moving, or cast something?
I'm gonna roll to see what happens here. So what's everyone else doing? Are you guys at least at the alleyway now?
I'm gonna cast message and say, and say, Hold up. Hold up. No. Let me say.
Sorry.
I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is a friend or an enemy. Hold up. We just need to, you're just here.
Oh, you're saying this
need-
to the person running?
Yeah. Oh boy, I don't know who this is. So
Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
We need to make sure of who everyone is, and you seem a little suspicious at the moment.
He's a man. It's a man. He's
He
unhealthy,
screamed.
zombie-like, smiling. Okay. So I'm gonna say that I'm just gonna bring the rest of the. I mean, I guess you guys could not, but I don't know how he's doing message unless it's down the alleyway. So I'm gonna say you at least step to look down the alleyway. Maybe you're still like maybe 10 to 15 feet from the entrance to the alleyway, and then there's another 30, 40 feet that May is gonna misty step down to front of this guy, and then.
I'm gonna say Oris
can go.
didn't join in the alley. He just sort of saw the pursuit and he kind of looked around instead, and he's kind of still where he was.
Okay, that sounds. So same with.
Gonna make his way.
Oh wait, you said that he's you said zombie-like. I totally blanked on that. He was zombie-like.
Not like
I
he's
did not.
lumbering like a zombie. He just, I don't know. I was just kind of jokingly saying all the stuff that the DM was saying in the
Yeah.
chat.
I'll help you.
I-
I'll help you with typing what the DM was saying.
Like you were saying
Road,
zombie,
road,
like
road,
I
road,
did
road.
not. That went right over my head.
Road.
Changed my action.
Go gently down the stream. So anyways, I'm over there. Do I need to tackle him? Will he stop if I like shout, be like, stop right there? Or do I need to like go for it?
You misty step, so that you chase down a little bit, and then you you appear kind of in his way, and he stops in his tracks, and he sees this little elf girl in front of him, and you look up at him, and you now recognize entirely who this is, as you notice he is holding a warhammer in his hand. This is someone you've met before named Drug.
Oh, hey, Drug, what's up?
And we're going to be rolling initiative.
It's the Revenant, or whatever.
But before you can roll now if you want, but I'm also going to call the break here as well, and then we'll come back, and you guys can potentially handle Mr. Revenant.
That's a mess. That's an absolute mess. Saying, hey,
He's smiling at you. He's not concerned. You're like, stop! And he's like, he's got his warhammer ready. Yeah, and so we're just going to take a quick...
the Revenant is the one who's got all the undead who's... Oh, this is going to be a mess.
Well, it'll be interesting because he originally had the Coldland... I think I was mixing up Northland. I think I was calling them Northlanders, and I'm pretty sure I told you that the continent is the Coldlands, not the Northlands.
The cold Northlands.
Yeah, the northern Coldlands. Yeah, I did. It was a slip up on purpose. Of course, I feel like there's a political joke in there somewhere, but I'm gonna not. Yeah, we're gonna take 5 minutes. We'll come back and we'll be back. We're just taking a quick little bathroom break, breather. You can get a drink or whatever, and we'll be right back.
Okay. All right.
Dum 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 dum. This is a role play session.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any combat. Okay. Turn order. The Cold Norths. Yeah, that seems appropriate. I'm actually going to take a second while I set this up to, oh, not everyone rolled anyways. Was the second one Rim? Man.
Yes, yeah.
I gotta roll for Tangy. If he's gonna help you, we'll see.
I'm back.
You're back. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a second to talk about what my plans are for the year. As far as the streams go, I haven't quite decided if I want to maintain 2 D&D streams. We'll see how I feel closer to Wednesday if I want to keep that going. A part of me has a feeling that I will be down to 3 people anyways. I don't feel like Grimforge. I haven't heard anything from him. I have a feeling he won't be playing because he's missed in the past.
Mandrake's still out, right?
Yeah, and I think Mandrake is still out too. He hasn't mentioned wanting to come back or anything to me, which means it's down to Telek, Coffee, and Lucy. So I have to decide what I want to do with that. Yes, that one, I don't know. That one's a prickly subject. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I do want to do more wildly unsuccessful programming streams because I'd really like to force myself to do more game dev stuff this year. So that's what I told myself. I'm like, 2021. Sorry?
I mean, it was pretty cool. I didn't watch the whole thing. I had other stuff expecting it anyways, but it was interesting. And I mean, I'm sure there's more people. It was just one, so I'm sure that maybe more people will be interested in stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I have to figure out how to do it. Putting myself as just chatting is probably not going to cut the mustard. There's a very particular type of streamer that does well in that category that I am not.
You have to be like super funny and stuff, you know, just more interesting, kind of.
Damn.
It's really hard.
Oof, getting roasted.
No, I'm meaning for me too. It's like you have to be like on the whole time. You know what I mean? Like you can't be like off at any point.
Maybe. I mean, I was talking about. I was trying to hint at
tutorials.
Else, but...
People who are like recording tutorials are like pros at that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So I was trying to allude to the fact that a lot of the successful the just chatting sections are female streamers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying all of them, but I
true.
do think that they have a couple of advantages. At least that's been my experience, but maybe I'm just not doing the right kind of Google searches or whatever. I don't know, but I have a feeling that it's like if you try to be a male ASMRist, it's like, you know, there's only going to be a couple of good ones and you have to be pretty good at it. But anyways, all that aside, I have to figure out some other way to brand myself, I think, on Twitch. I was hoping that like Unity was a title or something like that.
There should be something for that, I would assume. But
yeah, I feel like there is something out there and I just don't know what it is.
I think programming might be one, but that's not exactly what you're going for. I'm not sure.
I mean, if programming is a title, I'm going to take that over
I feel like I've looked up something and there's like random stuff in there sometimes.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But I do really want to do more of it. I do want to work more. I've actually made some updates to the game, the one that I wanted to be multiplayer, but I haven't posted them yet. When I do, there'll be a devlog, and I'll probably post to the Discord that there's more updates to it. I was really hoping to do a lot more work on it while I was still on holidays, but it turns out when you're on holidays, you don't want to do stuff, so then you end up...
You do holiday stuff.
Yeah, when you know you don't have to work the next day, you're inclined to have an adult beverage before, as soon as your daughter goes to sleep, and then you find you don't want to do any work. I don't know what happens. It's weird. I have a Unity open, and I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna just watch something on TV or whatever. And
Yeah.
so yeah, that's my plans moving forward into 2021. I'd like to do more Unity dev stuff. That I think it will be fun to give the Discord, games and stuff that get released. I mean, it's like giving. I guess I posted on itch, and you just, if you follow me, you do or not. I mean, itch.io has an absolute treasure trove of free games already. They're all going to be, a slight grade underneath what you might find on, say, Steam or whatever, but that's why they're free. But I mean, I like the idea of a person being able to have input and tell, like, you guys gave me input already. I enjoyed those comments. You guys said, like, the sensitivity was messed up. I fixed that. I can't pick things up. That was annoying. Yes, I definitely wanted to add that in. I'm trying to decide what to do once you've picked it up. Do I want you to just collect them and have a running tally, or do I want you to be able to, like, throw them? But that doesn't make sense because they're potions, not bombs. Or do I want... I don't know. Do I want to give you hit points and then they actually heal you or something, or make you run faster? It doesn't really matter because there's nothing to actually do in the game yet. The big thing is that I want to, get the multiplayer portion working better. Right now, you need to, like, host and have someone else join in with your IP or whatever, and there's port forwarding, and it's a pain. I'm pretty sure I can set up the Raspberry Pi, which does my website, to just be the host to the game, and then people can just join in and play, and it would just be one multiplayer game. And then hopefully there would be no, like, typing in an IP or anything. I could just build that into the game, and you could just click join, and it would just join the server. That would be good. Sorry?
It's basically a server.
Yeah, that was kind of my idea. I don't know how well a Raspberry Pi will handle it, how well... I might have to even go so far as reformatting the Raspberry Pi to be Linux-based, because right now it's... I think it's Ubuntu or whatever the Raspberry Pi was suggested to be.
It's Debian-based, that is Linux, so...
Okay, so in theory it should be able to run it, I would think. We'll see. There's steps to do, but... And hey, maybe I go to do game development and everyone just tells me how bad I am at it. But, people could tell me that about D&D and they don't, because they don't watch at all. So it's all good.
It's not good.
I guess Drug gets an initiative. Oh boy, Drug. That is an initiative roll that he has. Oh, Oris. Yeah, that actually puts you at the top of the list.
Yeah, but I'm like 100 feet away because I'm still standing in the middle of the road.
That's true.
Also, I just want to say I was assuming we didn't have the owlbears, so we probably don't have them for this fight.
No, yeah, I was not. Yeah, you didn't bring your owlbears unless you explicitly tell me you're bringing them. I'm going to default that you're Bart, that you left them behind, because, in all honesty, there's a lot of, like, role play and stuff involved that it's extra baggage. I mean, I'm surprised you even brought Rim. You should just be like, fuck you, Rim. That is the second F-bomb of the stream.
Not fast. No.
What's he wearing?
Rim?
No, not rim. Drug.
Is he in, like... How tight is
check
Rim's leather?
What's Drug wearing? Armor-wise.
So he's wearing... He's wearing the... Maybe I should have given a little more information on what he looked like when he was running for May to make her decisions on if she wanted to Misty Step. But you could have questioned me too, like, what does she want to... but he's wearing the attire of the Goldmane Empire. Like, he looks like a Goldmane Empire soldier.
He has a gold mane. What's up with your hair, bruh?
What?
Does he have metal armor?
Hair?
Oh.
What happened?
I'm asking
Get it?
specifically, it's that metal armor.
He's making a joke about a gold mane, like a lion mane.
Whoa! The DM was not paying attention. I feel stupid. I'm just trying to decide real quick exactly how I want to handle this situation. Okay, sure. So
Is he wearing leather or plate? Or
you're not entirely sure because he's wearing like the outfit, but you suspect he's probably still wearing the same plate mail that he wore the last time he fought. It's interesting because no, it still looks like drug. Did you guys burn the body? I forget if you guys did that.
I think we destroyed.
Yeah, you destroyed the body. So sorry. I guess you wouldn't recognize him as drug. He would be someone else, but he has this.
Maybe I saw like his eyes, and I could just like tell.
Yeah, like his mannerisms, his smile, like the smile specifically, this like creepy, like I'm gonna kill you smile that you recognize. The way he holds his warhammer, that you're like, oh damn, this is that mother that we saw before.
Yeah, for anybody viewing, that obviously in his off camera and off mic, I rolled a natural 20 on an insight roll, and so I think
you know what? Sometimes you don't have to do the roll. Sometimes
I'm just
smart.
All right. So Oris goes first.
Yeah, I guess we're at the top of the order. There's currently 6-on-1. We'll see if that changes. Boris, it is your turn.
Yeah, can I, like, I'm far from the battle, and I guess I heard shouting or something, but can I, like, look around some more for, like, a possible ambush or something? Like a distraction from drug while we get ambushed from the other side? Just because I'm far away and it feels weird that, yeah, like I could chase after, but it feels like bait.
I thought you guys sent the zombies to the tree line or whatever.
No, we just have them nearby. We had them with the owl bears.
Yeah, I figured if we had the zombies, we'd have probably had the owlbears.
I was asking if you wanted to have them. Okay, we don't have them. They're not like they're going to be that much help. Probably just 2 of them.
Okay, so Oris, yeah, you're on the one side of the... So you're checking for ambushes or whatever. Yeah, you can give me, like, an investigation if you want. Or if you just would prefer perception, because I have a feeling your perception's better.
Slightly.
So when you realize that this is going to become a combat scenario, you actually, like... I'm actually wondering if Oris would be aware that it's drug.
That's what I like. How would I know? Like I would hear shouting or something to think it's battle, but I wouldn't know it's drug. I just
yeah.
Maybe
You guys
being ambushed.
You're right. The only one who really knows who that is May. So it wouldn't surprise me if most of you don't actually like immediately go into combat. I probably should have roleplayed this a little bit more, but I wanted to go into the break, and I wanted to say roll for initiative because it's been a while. So, yeah, you're looking around, you're checking down the street, you still see, like, you're still a ways from the academy and you're still on your ways from where you came from, almost midpoint-ish, because that's appropriate for things like this
Middle
nature.
of the
But you're
stream.
like checking the roofs of the buildings. You're like looking around to see if there's anyone else in the area. I don't think you get any inklings of more combatants on your side of the alleyway. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. You don't get anything from your side of the alleyway. There's no surprise archers on the roof or in a window or something.
Okay. How much of my turn does that use just to do that look
I'm gonna
around?
say that's your action, but you
Okay.
can still have your movement.
Okay, so I'll just move the 45 feet. I don't know if that takes me somewhat into the alleyway.
Yeah, sure.
Or what? Or takes me to the alleyway, or I'm not sure. I was in the middle of the road, so you said it's like 50 feet across. So if I'm in
yeah,
the
I was
middle,
just
it's
thinking, like in my mind, I was picturing you would just like get him and get them in your eye shot, and then have your bow ready. Is what I figured you would do as Oris. But I mean, if you want to move in close, that's cool too.
well, I mean, he'll just move like to the alleyway, I guess. I don't know how much the 45 feet
Sure.
gives me.
Yeah.
don't thi-
So you're kind of at the entrance to the alleyway, where I believe I put Blanford and Fjorn because they moved up already. So Blanford and Fjorn are at the entrance to the alleyway. We'll say you're there with them. The drug character is another 40 feet down the alleyway, with May being on the other side, and then there's about another 30 to 40 feet till the alleyway breaks to the next street over.
Can Oris tell it's drug? Probably not, because he's probably facing May. Still doesn't know. He just sees one person.
I'm wondering if you would kind of feel it. I don't think so. I don't believe revenants give off any kind of like natural aura,
Presence.
or they're just good at tracking, heal. Yeah, no, they don't. You wouldn't be aware.
Okay, then I guess Oris doesn't really know. He's just he's
You're just kind of like, hey guys, what's up? What are we doing?
He's like, we've cornered somebody in an alleyway. Okay.
We are the bad guys now.
And then I guess his turn's over.
All right. Fjorn.
Can I tell that? He look aggressive? I guess.
Well, I'll say, to help make some sense out of this, I'll say before we rolled initiative, May, you can say up to 2 words that will let the rest of the party know. You could just say the obvious. You could just say what you've typed in chat and... Oh, sorry, that is what you did. We'll just go with that. We'll just say one word. You can yell drug.
Can it be 2 words? Because I want to say drug is Goldilocks. You can say 3 words.
Why is he Goldilocks?
Goldmane jokes.
Ah, jeez, I'm so asleep, I guess. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to say Oris missed you. Even though you were doing a perception check, how do you miss that? You know what? Whatever. I don't care. We're done your turn. We're at Fjorn. You have heard him say the name drug, and that's up to your character to decide if he's...
That's good enough.
You're like, did you say drugs?
I'm gonna rush for either one.
Selling drugs.
I think
nothing to see here. We'll move on. There's no fight.
It seems reasonable for Fjorn.
If she wants to buy drugs in the middle of this, there's no reason to get involved. Just not watch.
Drugs.
Good, Mary.
I'm going to move up.
It's obvious not a danger if Oris didn't attack.
I believe you can get the 40 feet.
Yeah, I have 40 feet.
So yeah, you can get right up to him, and he's going to kind of turn to you a bit as he sees you coming, and he's got that grin. But you two are not his targets. He doesn't care about you two.
So I should recognize that at least, huh?
You do, yeah. If you want, you can roll a DC 8 insight, just for your own roleplay. If you want, or you can just have it. It's up to you if you want to role play it yourself or you want to win with a roll. There you go. Now you can, without feeling guilty about it, that you were metagaming or something. Yes,
I really wouldn't
Fjorn.
feel too guilty. Fjorn wouldn't feel too guilty anyway.
Yeah, he's just like, person to attack!
For the
Potential
sake
zombie!
of Oris, I don't want Oris to like freak out. Because I'm just whacking
assume
somebody.
that rimmed is just like, wait, whose drug? And then that's how he hears.
Okay, so I'm gonna rage and attack.
Okay. First attack roll of the year. Oh, hot damn. Yeah, 25 is going to hit.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
Second attack. So
but-
7, that's 15, right?
Oh, is he immune to the frickin' necrotic?
He does not take the full damage from the necrotic half.
Oh, it just has. Okay.
From
That's
the
good.
divine fury. As you slam your axe into his body and hit him with the necrotic energy, he doesn't even flinch. He doesn't even seem to care. Your
His
second
rim-
attack?
Powerful.
What is that? Do you guys hear that?
Hmm.
I heard like never mind. It's gone now.
And
Is
that
it
misses
my-
like this.
The 9 does not hit though. As you hit him once and you get him, you've got to swing again, and he just gets his hammer in the way. Does not allow you to connect with your magical axe, which is quite impressive, and he's a little scared of that.
Okay, I guess that's it.
All right. You didn't want to like throw your lightning javelin through May? That would have been.
Nah.
Okay. It's my turn, right?
Yeah, it is.
May is going to. Ooh, that seems cool, but that doesn't. That's not gonna work.
Oh, yeah, this is actually the best move.
I guess she'll just be like, blast, blast, blast. Oh, you know, I'm gonna use this new cantrip that I switched. That I haven't actually used it all yet, even though I've had it for not that long. But I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
That's so good.
An
Okay.
intelligence save.
Intelligence.
Does a quick Professor X hand ahead.
I'm guessing that with this roll that it succeeded on the DC.
Oh, mine's a 15.
He makes it.
Okay. Then
So that he still takes damage, but he doesn't take.
it's a cantrip, so.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't do anything. Okay.
Nope, it does nothing. But she's gonna shout again, I guess, and be like, "Yeah, guys, it's definitely body and stuff. But we got to make sure he doesn't kill Oris. Who is she trying to kill?
And Blanford, both of us.
Blanford.
You only
Mhm.
mentioned Oris, though. Right?
Well, technically, he's trying to kill Oris and
Zosmus.
Zosimus. Yeah.
Oh, well.
But he knows he's seen Blanford. He's seen Zosimus in Blanford's current form. So
he just said Oris and Blanford.
Yeah.
So I'm next.
Is that it? Oh, you yelled. You cast. Okay. It's Tango next. He's kind of at the alleyway, and he's not quite sure what's going on. He's just kind of like, are we really just gonna like kill this like one guy? Like, why is everyone freaking out? Why is there yelling? I don't understand. And he just kind of like lets you guys handle it at this point, not making much fuss about it because he does not realize it's a revenant. He thinks it's just a general soldier.
He's beside Oris roughly, I guess. Then
Yeah, he would be.
next turn I'll fill him in.
Yeah. He's like, what? I think the big guy can handle it. Blanford, it is now your turn.
I'm going to cast Heat Metal. Second level. Does it suffice?
He is wearing. I did give him plate mail.
8 damage. There's no save. It's 2d8 fire damage. That was 8 damage. And every
That
till the
seems
spell
really
ends,
good. That seems like.
I can use a bonus action to do it again, cause the damage again, unless he takes off his armor.
You can see within range. You cause the object to glow red. Any object.
Unless he takes off his armor, he takes 2d8 damage.
I mean, he takes the damage either way.
You can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns.
Right.
Basically, he takes the damage, and then he has to make the save to try to drop it, but he can't. He can't drop it. He has to take off the armor.
Oh, he would have to. He would have to doff the armor, which I believe for.
Takes 10 minutes.
It's a long
plate
time
mail.
for plate mail. Yeah.
I think for off, it's not that long. I think you're just putting it on.
Oh, it takes 10 minutes to don and to doff. There's specific armor that takes. There's a specific magical item that takes an action to don or doff.
Hey, he's wearing the armor and is burning his flesh right now.
Yes. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Oris, and I'm going to
Never mind.
like a sweet apple turning red, high up on the tip of the topmost branch, forgotten by pickers, not forgotten. They couldn't reach it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Is that your turn?
Yep, that was my bardic inspiration to Oris.
Rim is technically next with his nat 1 because Drug also rolled a nat 1.
I could have given it to Oris. I could have given it to Rim, but
Rim is going to run in, and it's actually good that he goes last because he's so confused at the beginning of combat whether or not he's supposed to do something. Now he knows this guy needs to go down. Okay. So he's just going to run in, and let me just double check his stuff because I think he is. He dual wields, right? With 2 swords. That's what his thing was.
Rim?
Am I wrong about
Who are you asking about?
Rim.
Bow and 2 swords, I think. Yeah. Got them short swords.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what his fighting style. I'm pretty sure it was 2 weapons, so that way he could get a sneak attack if he missed after the first one. Okay, he's going to do that. What is his to hit? Sorry, I also can't click for some reason. The extension's not working, so I'm having to like type it in.
I can say Rim is at the opening to the alleyway, but that would put him 40 feet away from Drug.
Okay, he'll use his bonus action. 19 hit
Sorry, he's going to use his bonus
to dash. He's a brogue.
Okay.
So he's not going to use his second attack. Is 19.
I just wanted to confirm that that's something you can dash as a bonus action?
Yeah, for a rogue with a cunning action.
Okay.
I can look. I can show you.
Yeah. A 19 hits.
They just can't dodge. That's like the main thing. They can dash, they can disengage, and they can hide all. Okay, so
it just seems really strong.
Hit and yeah, it's really nice. I mean, it's really good for rogues, but it's one of those ones that's kind of good anytime, honestly. What's his sneak attack right now? It's just 1d6, right? Okay. 2d6 plus 3.
It's a good thing you hit though. That's for sure.
Exactly. 7 damage.
Okay.
So
7 damage.
He runs up, he slides over and cuts one of his legs.
Is Except he doesn't go, ugh. He just takes it. He just cuts his flesh away, and he doesn't seem to mind. As the his skin is starting to sizzle off his body a bit, and he doesn't even seem to care. Okay, so he is in melee with all three Zias. The three people he doesn't actually want to fight. What is Drug gonna do? He is gonna.
If he was a rogue, he could disengage as a bonus action.
That's true. He's gonna disengage as an action. No, you know what? He's not gonna. That doesn't make sense. He has yet to care about the damage you guys have done to him. So he is going to invoke 3 attacks of opportunity, assuming May has a melee weapon available to her.
She could punch.
Yeah, for 0 damage. I mean, why not? Get that big old slap on. So yeah, all 3 of you can take an attack of opportunity as he dashes 60 feet out the alleyway past May.
Sweet.
That definitely hits. Yeah, 14 points of slashing.
So he's running past May, you said?
Yes. You are between him and the exit, right?
Yeah. I don't know how wide the alleyway is, so I guess that's cool with me.
So you want it to be 50 feet instead? As he has to, push past you?
I don't know. I just assumed that I was not right next to him, but it's fine.
You don't want the melee, or you don't want the attack of opportunity. That's fine.
No, and I was just surprised is all. I don't.
Okay.
An attack of opportunity, I will do that.
Oh, you're saying you thought it would be wide enough that he could go around you. I see what you're saying.
Rim just got a 15. That doesn't hit, right?
A 15. I'm pretty sure he's sitting at a 16. So yeah, no, that's not going to do it.
Okay. Then I guess May will try to hit him with her sword. Where's her sword at?
Yeah, she's got something, right?
Yeah, she has a short sword that she's been carrying around, I think. Maybe. I don't see it. Maybe she just has her dagger. Oh, maybe she gave her short sword to... What's his name? Do I have a short sword? Nope, I think she gave it to Rim, so she's just gonna attack with her dagger.
Ooh, the one that you can't let go of?
No, I don't have that one.
You do.
It's not attached to me anymore.
What do you mean?
No, that's a 14.
Missed stab. You got it back in a sealed container.
It's a different dagger. I had more than one. I didn't have...
I know. I want you to know you still got it. You still got the
I'm not going to curse my hand again. Alright, missed both of those.
Alright, yeah. You guys try to swing at him. Of course, Fjorn gets a good hit across his back before he goes. But again, he just doesn't even care as his flesh carves away and he just keeps running. He breaks out and he turns around. So now there's 20 feet-ish into the road, and he's looking back at you guys, and he's still just smiling and laughing or whatever. He's just kind of laughing to himself, not loudly, just kind of. And you notice that he's looking past the 3 that just attack him. He's clearly staring at Blanford and Oris down the alleyway.
May tries to get in his line of sight. She's like,
No, you can't see. I'm squishing your head. Then, there is something else happens. You're not entirely sure what's happening over on the other side, but all you know is that something happens, and Blanford's the only one to notice this, really, and he loses his concentration. on his heat metal.
Ah! Rude!
So he's of everyone there, he's the only one that suspects that there's possibly more than just Drug at the end of that alleyway. Unless Drug has some natural ability that you're unaware of that can dispel spells or break concentration. That is the end of that. We're back at the top of the order with Boris.
Where is everybody at? I'm super confused now. So he's on like by himself on one side of the alley.
Can we have a map? No,
Well,
we can't have a map.
We just
It's all theater of the mind.
I can try. I didn't think it's just an alleyway. Is that confusing?
I have it in my head. There's a
It's
there's
fine.
a
I just don't. I'm just trying. I just want to reiterate where everybody's at.
Sure. I mean, this is not clearly an alleyway, but I mean, I think this is something I got available to me. So the idea would be that let me just draw a shape. So let's assume there's like an alleyway. You guys came in. I don't know why Blanford's the only one on this map, but whatever. So there was a main thoroughfare. Let's try another shape. That's like there, and another main thoroughfare that that's not the end of the road. It would be even wider. That's off the screen, right? And then like these are houses, buildings on either side, and then there's this like relatively thin alleyway. So most of you are at the mouth. All of you but Fjorn. Fjorn, Rim, and May are about halfway down the alleyway, and Drug is now at the other end of the alleyway, about 20 meters out from the mouth of it, turned around and is staring back at the group of you.
Wait, so that's where we came from then.
The alleyway is through.
Black screen me, so I can't see anything. So okay.
It's not a dead end alleyway. It's not like a brick wall at the one end. It's through. So
Yeah, but he passed all of us.
he didn't pass all of you. He only passed you.
Right, but he ran away from all of them.
He ran away. Yeah, exactly. So Rim and Fjorn came up behind him, right? You were between him and the exit, right? Misty stepped on the other side of him.
I don't know. I just missed up near him. I thought he had already right here or something.
Okay, I was under the impression you wanted to run to catch up, and then Misty step up to get between him and the exit and block his way out.
That's fine. Yeah. I just thought.
I didn't know that. Okay, if you didn't do that, then that's fine. It doesn't matter then. He didn't. I assumed that you guys had him in a pincer. That May was on one side of him, and then because someone even said like he's not looking at us, he's looking at May, right, or whatever.
Sure, whatever. That's fine.
But no, it doesn't matter. All we need to know is that he ran away. He ran to the opening where no one was. What he was originally trying to get to. Basically, he ignored all the fighting and kept running, which is what he was doing already. So you guys Misty stepped, got around him, did some attacks, did some damage, and he just kept going, which was originally. But then when he got outside on the other side of the road, that's when he finally turned around and looks and kind of makes a stand and stares at you guys.
Blanford had something happen to him back here.
All Blanford knows is that his spell he lost concentration on heat metal.
Oh, like somebody dispelled the magic up here.
Possibly.
Okay.
Rude. Okay. Rude. Good to know.
So, it is...
This drug guy is not very smart, in my opinion, but...
Yeah, he's dead. He was never really smart, honestly.
Yeah, no, I know. I think he could have killed you if May's just like really quick, like, hey guys, by the way, if I was much scarier than if it was drug, because I probably would have killed all of you already. He's not very smart.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I could too.
No, you wouldn't be able to kill me.
I'd love to see how this goes, but
Rogue Revenant.
I would hunt you down first.
this would be highly entertaining to watch.
I'm just saying you guys need to make sure to hunt me down if I ever turn Revenant, because otherwise you're all dead for sure. For sure, these.
Boris.
So Oris just says to Tango Revenant because he sees the confusion, and by now Oris realizes who it is.
Hold on, guys.
Oh!
And I guess he'll fire his bow twice because it's drug, and he's not gonna pursue, but he's gonna shoot the arrow twice from where you can see him.
Sure, yeah, you can definitely do that. 25 is going to hit. Uh, 11 points of... Did you want to, like...
Do I do anything with that inspiration?
Kensei shot.
Don't you have the new thing now?
The new thing?
Oh, but you might not want to do that because it costs...
Not out of 10.
You have bardic inspiration.
No, you have the new level 6 monk thing where, like, you can spend... So it's like a smite or something. You can, like, add damage.
1 key point to deal an extra 1d6 damage.
Yeah, which would trigger your third shot as well. It's up to you. I don't know if we've gotten much combat since you got to level 6, so...
Which one is my third shot? Key fueled attack?
As long as you spend a key point, you can use your bonus action to make a...
Sure, then I will use... Yeah, if you spend 1 key point or more. Okay.
Because remember how we were, like, so confused as you can spend the key points to increase the accuracy, but then we're like, but you have to miss to be able to spend them. So then when there was this, like, weird, like, how do we rule this? Well, we don't have to worry about it because you can, if you ever just want to spend a key point, you can do extra damage on a hit, which is just entirely better.
I'll do my... I guess I'll do... it probably doesn't matter which order I do this in, but I'll do Death Strike, which is 1 key point for a 1d6. 1d6, so that's an extra 4. And I will use my, I guess, key fueled attack for another arrow.
Yeah. It only costs you 1 key point total, which is, honestly, for a whole nother... Well, you have to hit!
Yeah.
Oh.
Shoom, 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 shoom. Arrows come flying at him, but one gets him, knocks him good for...
He gets another charge, right? That's a crit. Critical miss.
Wrong crit. But I'm using my bonus action Kensei shot on the 1 hit out of the 3 shots.
Okay, so no, if you're gonna do the Kensei shot, you don't... That's your bonus action then.
The other one is not a bonus action, it's other. Death Strike is other, it's special. It's like...
Yeah, but your third shot, your key fueled shot, is a bonus attack.
Yeah, but the Kensei shot is for the 25, the 1 hit.
You can't do your third bow shot and Kensei shot in the same turn.
They're both listed as special. Death Strike and key fueled attack.
Your third shot is not Death Strike. Your third shot is...
Death Strike is the damage that I spent a key on, which is listed as special, which is under other. And key fueled attack is also special, listed under other. It's not listed as a bonus action.
Well, what is it? It reads that you can make a third attack.
As a bonus action. Yeah, I missed that part. Okay, never mind. Scrap the 4 damage then. Although the 4 damage would have been better than the 9, but whatever, too late.
Well, the 9 yeah, it would have been. Well, that's the interest. That's why we have to kind of specify what we're going to do and why Kensei shot needs to be announced at the beginning of your turn, because it affects your whole...
I thought I could apply it to all 3 shots. It's all good.
So you have to kind of like decide, do I want to do 2 shots with Kensei, or do I want to potentially go for the third shot if I fuel one of them with a Death Strike? Like, now you know you can fuel your... If you're going to spend key points, you're like, well, then I want that third bow shot. But if I'm not, Kensei shot doesn't take any key points and can power your other 2 hits. You know, you got some flexibility in how you want to take your shots.
Exactly.
It's just gonna take a little getting used to because you have all those extra juicy cauldron of Tasha's cauldron abilities on top of what you get at level 6. Okay, so that's
After a shot, he's gonna move out of the hallway, back out, and around the corner.
and you all like immediately as soon as Oris is like out of sight, the like Drug looks noticeably like pissed, he's angry now. He's went from like smiling to like he's kind of like even though Blanford's there, Oris, he wants to kill Oris. Fjorn, you're 60 feet away now from Drug because he dashed.
Well, I'm not going to chase him.
He actually disengaged, didn't he? Oh no, he didn't disengage.
No, yeah, you all got to swing at him, and he dashed. Yeah, he's not a rogue.
Yeah,
which is actually really good. I didn't realize rogues. That's powerful.
You can run like so fast.
Yeah, I'm like monks have a lot of movement speed, but if you can dash as a bonus action, I mean that's a lot of movement speed.
Should multi-class as a rogue.
Yeah, I mean if you want, it's not. I mean it's good, but
No,
it's not like you don't.
You use that bonus action for so much else, though. So I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, you can't like do double.
Like even for him, it's like he wants to dual wield, but he can't really. If he needs to disengage or dash or something, he has to use a bonus action for that.
okay, so Fjorn, you're gonna back out.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're gonna back out to like where Oris is and not engage further. Okay. I think if nothing hits you on your following turn, the rage will end, but that probably won't matter because I have a feeling where this is going. May, it is your turn.
What are we doing, guys? She takes like a step forward.
Well, I think he's a revenant, so it's not like he's gonna pursue Oris and Blanford.
Yeah,
so
let him come to us.
I think that he's. I have a suspicion.
Oris has done lots of research on the Revenant. That's why he backed away.
No bearing unless you say what the hell it is.
Oris has
There
done
were
like
all these people who were who had. They were told about all the people who had this dead look about them, who were fighting to protect the trolls. We have a Revenant. 1 + 1 = 2. It's really straightforward. The Revenant is helping out. He is helping play defense to somehow. He's leading an extra. I suspect that he is leading an extra faction. That may be partially aligned with the Goldmane Empire, but not wholly.
Yeah, he's obviously on their side. He's wearing their armor and stuff.
He may not be wholly aligned. I think he may be.
I don't. That doesn't matter right now in the middle of.
Correct. But I think that there's maybe a slightly distinct faction.
I don't know. I guess May is just gonna cast mirror image on herself.
Okay.
And she's gonna stand there.
Okay. So you're gonna stay in the alleyway with a whole bunch of Mays. So many Mays. Billy Mays.
There's just 3 extra ones, so there's 4 Mays.
Yeah. What did I say?
You just did a whole bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I know. I was just
not Shadow Clone Jutsu.
There's 12 Mays running around.
Yeah. Well, a bunch is a very vague term. It can, what's a bunch really? How many bananas would you consider to still be a bunch of bananas? I don't know.
65.
Like 2 bananas, that's a pair of bananas. That's not a bunch of bananas. But 3 bananas, is that a bunch still? I don't know.
Is it Blanford after me?
It's actually Tango, who just had his little talk with Oris, and he's like, "What are you its target?" Pointing to Oris, and
just nods.
He reaches into his you're like, yeah, and he's like, okay, and he reaches into his bag, and he kind of messes with his, what is it called? Bag of holding, right? He's in
Trips
there,
over it.
and he pulls out this whip out of the bag, and you're not quite sure much about it, other than you suspect maybe it has magical properties because everything he has magical properties of some sort. And he kind of just starts like cracking it a few times and kind of like stands there. Yeah, he starts whipping and neighing, and he's like, he just like cracks on the ground a couple times, and he just like stands there readying an attack. Worthlessly, because drug can't cross that distance. But it looks cool. And then yes, now it's Blanford's turn.
Okay, I am going to move my full 30 feet of movement up to the
down the alleyway.
Yep.
So I'm gonna keep track of how far. I'm gonna call it how deep everyone is into the alleyway. So I'm gonna have a constant deepness measurement. So you'll be 30. You're 30 feet deep.
And how? Oh boy. And
Rim is 40 feet.
How far is he currently?
Less than 60 feet, I think.
Okay.
Fjorn is 0 because he is at the mouth again, or where Oris is hiding on the side.
Yeah, where Fjorn was 60-ish feet.
I am going
He was 40 feet deep. And then Drug was, I'm going to say the alleyway's 80 feet, 40 in, 40 out, and then Drug's another 20 on the other side. So that makes sense?
So he's 60 from me.
Yes. 60 from you.
I said he was 60 from Fjorn before, so that's
He was 60 from Fjorn, but then Fjorn... Because Fjorn was beside me. You guys were together. I know. There's so many people. That's why I'm just going to keep... It's a straight line, so I'm just going to keep track of how deep into the alleyway everyone is.
I'm going to ask a vicious mockery and say, we're this way. You really are blind. You're supposed to be killing us, and you keep running from us. You are a crappy revenant.
He is a crappy revenant. He rolled, what is it, charisma?
Wisdom DC 14.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Man, Revenant's got some nasty stats. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Oh, and then he has proficiency in saving throws, which I didn't even realize till just now.
In all of them, or
not all of them, but I was okay. What was the last time he had to make a save?
I don't know.
Against your sliver? What was it? Intelligence? Okay, so he doesn't have that, but for example, his wisdom is a +3, but it actually says his saving throw for wisdom is a +6. He also has saving throws proficiency. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I'm just gonna. His con, strength, and charisma as well, which I didn't realize. So when he was being struck by Oris, he should have been rolling better for his con saves, but it doesn't matter because he's also immune to being stunned. But whatever. I have to learn how to read stat blocks for monsters. Is all I'm saying. Either way, he rolled. He saved against your vicious mockery. He was not insulted. He was like,
laughs at you in your face, but 100 feet, 60 feet away.
Okay. And that will be everything.
Okay.
Cool.
Rim, you're still 40 feet deep in the hole.
Rim will just he's gonna, I guess he can't really switch all of his weapons out, but he's gonna just
You can if you just let go of the swords and leave them on the ground.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he's gonna do that. I don't think he's not gonna push by himself. So he's probably just going to kind of be backing the other two that are in the alleyway up, and he's gonna put his swords away and pull his short bow out and just like notch an arrow for next time.
Okay. So he's readying no, he's just preparing for next
If
turn.
he can ready an action, he can't really do an action because he has to put away his swords and then pull out his bow, and that's gonna take too much time.
Okay. So drug. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're just switching weapons as your turn. I get it.
Yeah, but
So it's Drug's turn. He's gonna stand there, and he's still mad, but he's not going to advance. And the wounds on his body do start to close up because they, we've learned that by now. The DM apparently just likes healing monsters and just keeps sending at you guys to make drawn out, really annoying fights that no one enjoys. And he does not advance. He stays there, just kind of looking menacingly at the group. He does see Blanford, so I guess he's not completely out of people to stare at, but he doesn't advance. Instead, once he's past his turn, a soldier, another person wearing a similar outfit to the Goldmane Empire, walks over beside him, unarmed, and turns and looks down the alleyway at you guys with a blank stare, and the eyes are pitch white. Pitch white? That's not a thing. They're completely white.
white.
Yeah, they're like as if they were rolled into its head or something. Or there's no pupil. It's just a all white eye. It's pitch white. I don't care. That's a thing in this universe somehow. And it starts to it puts its hand out and it starts you think maybe it's gonna cast a spell or something. Let me just take a look at what we're gonna do here. So it will be, he's going to put his hands out, right? Or he or she. I don't think you can tell. You can't tell if it's a male or female or if it's a human or not from this distance. Puts its hands out. I guess I don't have to. Can I have Rim, May, Blanford make dex saving throws?
Oh, absolutely.
Actually,
Oh, sorry. I guess you don't have. Sorry, you might not have to. You might not have to. I will let you know that a spell is being cast. A 3rd level fireball spell is happening before you roll any saves, because I know May could potentially do something about it, right?
yeah, I'm going to cast Counterspell.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Did I just natural one?
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you rolled. I already was planning on casting it before.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to. I just was jumbling over it. It's first day back jitters. Let the DM have it. But you.
So I'm gonna say that Blanford also recognizes cast. He falls down. It's like, oh my god.
He goes to dive out of the way anyways, and he hits the wall on the building.
I try to fall to the ground, stop, drop, and roll, fall to the ground, but instead I just fall right into the wall.
Can you make May? Can you make a sleight of hand for me?
For what?
I'll explain it in a second.
Sure.
This is just for a little dressing, a little topping on top of what's about to happen here. A little flavoring. Syntactic sugar, some might call it. Okay, that's super good. So what happens is the person goes to you see this person about to cast a spell, right? And you're like, okay, I'm gonna counter it, and you're like, of course, I'm not a magician in real life, so I don't know exactly how spells work, but you kind of get a bead on where this spell is going to come from, right? And you're getting ready to counter its existence. But at the last second, you notice the spell actually appears, like, the origins of a spell, not the actual fireball because you're going to stop it, but appears like 20 feet above this person, as if something else was casting it, not the person itself. And you quickly adjust and counter a bear instead and stop the spell from happening. You find it very odd, and you're like, well, that's not how casting spells work. What's going on here? But you do obviously succeed in stopping the fireball. With a quick flick of your wrist, you readjust your counter spell and compensate for this oddity in the way the spell was being cast.
Does the creature, not, I guess not the whatever floating thing, is they like shocked or something, or
that their spell was canceled?
Yeah.
They don't seem phased in any way. In fact, less so of a reaction than anything you've seen from drugs so far. This is a completely deadpanned individual. You're not sure what's going on with it just yet.
I want to shock somebody with counterspell so I can be like, "Mama never told you no."
So you're like disappointed. You're like, finally a spellcaster, but they don't have any emotion. That sucks.
I can't shut them up.
That's true. Drug is disappointed, although he wasn't sure what to expect. Not that you would really know that, but he's not a spellcaster, so he just knew that person was going to help, but it didn't happen. And then
I'll wait for the sorcerer.
after that is finished, one more enemy appears, coming from the side into the alleyway. Boom, boom. You've seen him before. You love him. It is another one of those trolls that's armored and has a great sword, and it comes barreling down the alleyway, taking up most of the alleyway because of the size of the creature. And is... let me just double check what a troll's movement is. It's not good enough to overtake you guys. It has to dash in. So it won't be swinging on you guys. But it is going to stop right in the face of Rim and May. Blanford's 10 feet behind that. And it's going to just bellow its trollish... yeah, there's a troll. And it is...
Excellent.
If you guys try to ignore the troll and attack past to the mystery character or drug, they will get some level of cover because the troll is taking up so much space. We're back at the top of the order, though, with Boris, who just heard a troll growl and was like, what?
Yeah, he's just going to peek back out and unleash the bow. I guess we'll see. We'll start with the first two and then see what happens.
Troll.
So, just to confirm, you're not doing Kensei shot?
It'll depend on if my shots hit. So, like, I'm aiming at the troll. Does a 12 hit a troll? Well, they have natural armor, right?
So the Kensei shot has to be done beforehand.
It's a bonus action.
You can use as a bonus action on your turn to make range attacks with a Kensei weapon, deal an extra 1.
Yeah, to make all future attacks. You can't retroactively add damage to attacks that have already happened.
Okay, we did that in the past, but that's fine.
No, I know. I used to just let you get away with, because it didn't matter. It didn't. I was like, well, it doesn't. You don't have to make any big decisions. So I was like, if you mess up and do it at the end, I'll allow it and just let you.
Fair enough. I'll not do it. That's fine. Does the 12 hit the troll, or am I allowed to know that?
The 12 hit.
I forget how that works with the focused aim.
Yeah, you do know it's a miss, but you don't know. You know
How
that
much?
it won't take. You know that 3 points will definitely hit. You're not entirely sure if spending 2 key points will do it, or if spending 1 key point will do it.
Okay, that's good. I like that. I'm gonna not do it because I don't know. I'll just shoot another one. Well,
A 14. So a 14 is gonna miss. You guys did fight these trolls before. You know they're wearing armor on top. You know that 1 point will turn this into a hit.
okay, yeah. Might?
It
Or
will.
Okay, yeah. I'll use one for focused aim, and then I guess I can use one for deft strike.
You can, if that's what you want to do.
So I will do the 1d6. Nice.
Well, if you use one for focusing, you don't need to use the Death Strike one to get the third attack.
No, I know. It's bonus damage.
I want to do that damage.
Plus, I didn't actually roll the damage, so it's a bonus 6 on top of the 10.
16. That was a good shot, and you still have a whole third shot coming. Wait, the troll takes it in the neck.
5. Boom.
So the next one is
yeah.
6.
Is that not a critical hit? Man, you gotta roll some criticals. Get that bow working for you.
Yeah, it's rolled a lot. And then I'll use Kensei shot. I'm just kidding.
The DM's head. What have you done? I feel it. I honestly, I hate doing it. I just want to say, yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
No. This one obviously can't stack with a third shot. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like a dick telling you can't do it. I mean, honestly, if you said, I want to stack all this stuff on this one shot, I might be like, you know what? Rule of cool it, you got to make like a sleight of hand or something. Like, if you really want to look badass and try to do something a little outside the norm, we can try to work with it. But
no, it's fine for this one.
But you have to be careful because it becomes what you do every attack, right? So like,
yeah,
if you're doing something fancy and it's a one-time thing, I can be like, the rules are out the window. Do whatever you want. But when this is what you're going to do from now on at level 6 up, then we got to figure out what the math is, I guess.
Nah, this is fine. Play it normal. Yeah. So he'll move through across the alley, but then just dip into the other side instead. Like he's just kind of sidestepped across.
Yeah, I like it. So you kind of like, you had like your back against the wall. You come out, fire, and then you just kind of roll back.
Well, he rolls across to the other side this time.
Yeah, the other side, exactly. Yeah, I like it.
So still in cover, but on the other side, and
yeah, no one can see you. You're good to go.
Roll and shoots 3 times while rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like a spinning thing that's spewing arrows.
I like to think he like jumps up on that corner of the wall and like jumps into the air, gets the 3 shots off, and then no, I don't need to be rolling any acrobatics or whatever.
You get 6 total shots.
It is plus, yeah, exactly. Well, it is +4 on my acrobatics, but I don't, just whatever.
Right.
Visual effects.
I just started watching. It's not a good movie. Don't recommend it, but I saw it on Netflix. The Robin Hood from 2018. It's like Robin Hood meets Batman.
Isn't that the kid from?
Yeah, it's like Batman.
It is so much like Batman. It's kind of crazy how much it's like Batman. They don't even call him Robin Hood. They call him the Hood and Rob. When he's not Robin Hood, they call him Rob, like Bruce Wayne. And he's like super rich philanthropist when he's... Anyways, they overaction, like everything is like just over the top. Like their arrows explode brick walls. So like, I'm picturing like, he also like does like 4 arrows in a single shot and he like lets one go at a time. I'm like, I don't even know how you do that.
He basically turned into the Green Arrow from DC.
Yeah, it's crazy. So when you're telling me about all the stuff that Oris is doing, I'm like, hey, if we want to get crazy, I have recently seen some stuff.
That's the kid from Kingsman, right?
What we need.
I think so.
Okay, Fioren's up.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Fioren, go ahead.
Where's the troll at?
He is 40 feet away from you, so you could again pedal back in if you wanted to get.
I want to know. I want to be able to get him in line with one of the other 2.
You want to like run up and then lightning through the. What's the range on that javelin?
So let's see.
Well, it does. I mean, once the line is made, it's like a 60-foot line, I think.
It goes around the planet. It does a full.
Well, it says
All the way around and stops right behind you.
Your hair just like gets staticky and like sticks up on end, but it doesn't actually.
so. Which number am I looking for? It says 30 and 120.
It's one. Wait. Well,
You got to read the like magical description because the.
that's just the javelin itself. But once it turns into the lightning, what does the line do? You should say like 100-foot line of lightning or something, or 60 foot.
Yeah, 120 feet. So no question, you can do exactly what you want to do, and you can pick. Because the troll is so big, you can find a bead, find a line to hit either one of them. You can go for drug, or you can go for this mystery.
Okay, so I want to.
You can't hit both of them?
No, because they're beside each other, and you got to. Yeah, no, they're not in front. They're not lined up.
Oh.
But you can hit the troll plus one of them.
First off, I want to rage again.
Oh yeah, you'll have to.
I want to get in line with. Okay, let's say. If I move there.
Yeah, for sure. So you can get the troll and one of the two down the alleyway.
The lackey.
Okay, sounds good.
And I
So you
missed.
have to roll to hit. Oh. So it's gonna miss the guy in the back, the person in the back, but the troll gets hit. We'll have to make the dex save, or else it will take half damage from. Trolls are not that dexterous.
Well, I don't think he rolls to hit at all. They both make saves.
No, the second half of the javelin does read. You got to hit.
Oh. Wait,
Anyone in line. So if there'd have been two people between me,
Yeah, exactly.
they would get hit.
So he made the dex save on top of that. Just being a dick, this troll and the DM in general. But you can still do half of 4d6 damage, lightning damage to the troll. Jesus.
It should do it. It's the ranged attack is just supposed to be against would just be against the troll, but the line hits everybody in the line.
No, he has to hit. He has to hit the one in the back. Right?
No, that wouldn't make any sense. No, if you read the thing, it says it just does the. Also,
It creates a line between you and the target. So the target has to be the last thing hit. And then everything between you and the target gets the additional lightning damage. So if you can throw it at the troll, but then it won't hit anyone past the troll.
Okay.
It extends out from you to a target within 120. But it doesn't go 120 past the target as well.
Okay. I guess 9 damage to a troll.
Which is, it's just really bad luck on the rolls there. As you dish out the absolute weakest lightning javelin we've had to date. But I'll let you, you can still melee it. You still get your second attack in.
Right, okay.
Oh yeah, that's good. That hits that troll. 5 plus...
And rage.
Yeah. Oh, and rage, yeah. Plus another 2, plus another 6.
13?
4 plus 6. Ooh, the troll is not bloodied yet, but he's taken some damage. As you chop that troll, you hit it with lightning, and you chop into it, and the necrotic splashes out and hits the thing because it doesn't have resistance to anything. It takes all the damage. That's it for Fjorn. May, what would you like to do?
So, can I not go past the troll? I can, run around it, right?
Sure. You can squeeze past. You can get around it if you want. It'll, attack of opportunity or whatever, right?
Yeah, if I leave it space. I just checking. Okay. I'm going to cast Saloon's Grace.
Nice. We're gonna see it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, so I cast that. I can't just throw it in the thing. I guess I can just copy it. I'm gonna cast that, and then I'm gonna move around and past the troll and like get in between the troll and the other people and like face face drug in them.
Sorry, you cast Saloon's Grace on yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
For anyone curious about the spell, it appears as owl wings coming out from behind her, and then they kind of these glowing wings kind of hug around her, giving her this protection. Honestly, it does a lot of cool stuff.
So my mage armor is like a soft glowing armor. This just like makes it glow even brighter. There's like wings that like spread out from it, kind of. This is also, remember, there's 3 other me's.
That all also have this? Yeah, I guess that's true. Although they're all in the same space as you, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're all like around the same. They're just filling in the area. It's like a 5-foot space. But there's 4 little maze, and they all are glowing now. And
So you're gonna circle around the troll and then give it the attack of opportunity as you run towards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, say that. Oh shit! No, actually, I'm just gonna stay there behind it, but I'm gonna shout or say to Blandford. I don't know how far away he is, but I'm just gonna tell him to cast heat metal again, but on this troll.
It's true. The troll is wearing armor. I've given armor to a bunch of guys. Now we regret it, as heat metal is actually super good.
Well, it's especially good because of the fire. Because that's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're invulnerable unless fire. Plus, I've given you armor. Oh no, heat metal is now the best.
I had a slightly different thing because I had forgotten that the troll had armor.
Yeah, or you could ignite the sword and it would have to drop the great sword that it has.
Armor will keep doing it though, and the fire will keep it from regenerating. So I think it's better.
And we can lose the sword later. I'm sorry, right? And the thing I want to do to it, I can do next turn. Right?
All right.
I literally forgot about about that.
Yeah, I was just thinking that's a good one for. Honestly, it's a good one for drug too when we can, but this troll needs to go down first. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's a small chance that drug will like learn his lesson and maybe not wear armor next time he tries. Assuming you guys don't find a way to completely deal with him as an encounter.
Armor like unzip. You're like zip.
He'll make it out of Tarask carapace or something, and then you're like,
yeah, he goes and kills a Tarask really quick.
Or not Tarask. What was it? What was the one you were talking about, Blandford? Or Falstar, you're asking?
Oh, the Ankeg.
The Ankeg armor. Yeah, that's what it was. Can I make plate mail out of Ankeg armor? Stronger than I originally thought, that's for sure. So it's Tango's turn. He's confused. He's like, Revenant or Troll? And he's kind of like, okay, so
for him, I can do that too. If you want to do heat metal on.
What's that?
I was just saying to Blandford that if he wants to do it on drug, I can keep that going too.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, troll first.
I can't remember. Is Saloon's Grace concentration?
It is.
Oh, okay. I'm like, how busted did I make this thing?
No, it's just that mirror image is arguably not busted, but it's pretty strong.
Oh yeah, when you're stacking all those things, and then theoretically you can still cast shield, you're pretty damn impossible to hit.
I my old way of doing it was blur on while doing mirror. It's too, so I can mix those.
So Tango is gonna take. He's had his whip in the right hand. He's gonna shift it to his left hand, and he's gonna draw out the sword that he's used to fight troll. Did he fight the trolls with it before? I forget.
The fire sword, yeah.
The fire sword, yeah. And he's gonna spark it up, and the flame tongue is gonna light the room, and he's gonna
Starts it like a chainsaw.
yeah. that really bad chainsaw noise I made every time the trolls was chainsaw arms. He's gonna walk up 30 feet. He can only get to where Blanford is, which is not close enough to actually start attacking because he's wasting his like action, his rearming and all that nonsense. But he is officially 30 deep as well, and that is his turn. Blanford, you are 10 feet away from a troll right now.
Slay it.
Okay.
Become a troll hunter.
Each metal, 2nd level.
2nd level, okay.
I could do 3rd level. I don't really have any.
Heat that troll. No save. You just like take the damage. It's just like you're wearing armor.
Third level. 3rd level.
All right.
3rd level.
Hit him.
3rd level.
Boom.
You sure you're not gonna cast create food and water?
Shove it down its throat. Shove it down its throat.
7 damage. That was some crap rolling.
Is that enough dice?
You can keep doing it.
3d8.
Oh, is it naturally a 2nd level spell?
Yep.
Okay, that's what confused me. I thought it was a 1st level spell, and then I was like,
No,
you upcast it
I
twice.
rolled some trash.
Oh, it's
I rolled some
powerful
trash.
1st level. 2nd level, at least, is...
Yeah. So you did 7 fiery damage, but now you're concentrating on the troll, which is pretty sweet.
And
Just-
then as a bonus action, nobody needs healing.
A little bit.
Boris does have Bardic Inspiration, though. He could have used that to turn one of his misses into a hit.
Does anybody need healing?
I have 2 inspirations. I have the actual inspiration from before, too.
Yeah,
I
that's
could
true.
use inspiration. I don't really need it, but I definitely... I don't think they're going to have anything more spell, but if they do, I'll have to make a check against it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration. Of
Okay. Good job, you listened to me.
yeah. Hey, you're playing like you're doing great. You're being a great team player. You're listening to the person who knows what they're doing. Me.
Well, you listened to me actually because I said to do the heat metal. So tomato. They're just like arguing in the middle of combat. This giant troll. Oh.
Like literally, you understand that this is the character I'm playing, right?
Yeah.
Completely narcissistic, delusional.
Do I not have it?
Fighting basically.
Well,
Okay,
this is
so
clearly not a troll, but I'm just gonna drag this in so that we.
oh, is it drug next?
Just kind of getting things in line.
Drug.
Blanford just went. It's Rim.
Oh, it is Rim. I always.
What did you do as a bonus action, Blanford? Oh, the inspiration. Yep.
The Bardic. Rim's gonna do a quick disengage rollback, and he's gonna fire a shot at this this foo. If I can freaking find the right tab. Okay, there we go.
Disengage rollback.
21. What?
Ooh, yeah, you're good. That definitely hits a troll, even with armor.
Come on.
There, this kind of shows our positioning a little better.
Crash damage.
He's like, oh, is this him? He moves.
You were hitting the troll? Yeah. So, okay, sorry. After the heat metal, the troll was bloodied. So another 7 points of damage is cleaving away, or hits it with the arrow, and its flesh is sizzling, and it's screaming out. Ah! Is that it for Rim? Or does he get a second
can't
shot?
move back, so I can't move his little piece, but if you want to move him back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
So
sorry.
he disengaged, he
that.
moved back, he shot an arrow. That's it.
I guess you can move back, like, 30 feet.
I'm gonna go back that far because he's gonna. This is so almost dead. He's gonna have to move soon, so he just wants to not get hit, basically.
Okay. Technically, I need another token, too, because I'm stupid. And Tango is in there as well. There's way too many people hanging out. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It is Drug next. And his wounds continue to close and heal up. And I guess May is now like 50 feet deep, technically.
Yeah, probably.
As you like wheeled around a 10-foot monster. I know it's not exact. I don't think the hallway's actually 80 feet. I bet you.
No.
I probably screwed that up. But Drug was 40 feet away from you. 60 feet. No, wasn't he 60 feet? Oh God, I can't math. He would have been 60. Now he would be 50. Whatever. He is gonna get into combat now and trudge right in. I don't think he's gonna get any swingies on May. He's just gonna put himself into melee with May. And I guess that's his turn, because, well, actually... I think he can actually move up, and then I think he's within 30 feet of Blanford. And he has a range attack, so he's going to do that.
Well, he's going to have cover because of the troll, right? That's what you said for us.
Yes. This is a check, though, so that won't really do anything. He's going to vengefully glare at you. Can you make a wisdom save for me?
Yeah.
As he stares into your soul and you feel the hatred bearing down on you.
Boom! Boom!
Wow! Yeah. Like it's like in the you know, in the Star Wars movies where like they go to like force connect with the person, they feed back and it hits the Revenant instead as you like refuse his glare and his head snaps back. Ah!
You just shimmy at him and go, roar, roar.
Wow, yeah, that's good though. That's a devastating thing if it connects, but it did not, so you're good. The next up is that create a weird spellcaster that we still don't really know.
Did I shut down?
You did. It's going to raise its hands again. I'm trying to think of what it's... I just gotta pick from the spells. Because Fireball doesn't... I mean, maybe Fireball again? And we just all burn?
Yeah, I mean, the troll's almost dead already, so technically it wouldn't actually be... If they don't care about each other. For us, it would be stupid, but...
Give me 1 second to just look up a couple of things. You probably heard me textating. Alright, so it's going to raise its hands again, attempting to cast another 3rd level spell. This time it's going to be a lightning bolt, and we'll deal with how that lightning bolt targets and who's it hitting if it happens.
No, it's not going to happen. I'm going to tell it.
Counterspell again. This time you're like prepared for it. You're like, okay, it's going to be like in the air for some reason. And then, yeah, same thing. It looks like it's casting the spell, but then the spell appears some distance from itself. And you track it, find it, and knock it out of the air.
So this isn't like there's an invisible person casting spell. This is just like some weird like other thing or what? Because it sounds kind of like there's an invisible person casting spells, but I don't know if that's what you're trying
It's
to...
weird. It's like it's not casting the spells. That I'll give you that because you've seen this twice and you have high arcana. It's
like
you're trying to counter the spell from the person you see, but you don't feel like it's the thing casting the spells, but the spell is still coming from it. You're confused and you're hitting it.
Someone who's on the same initiative count who's hovering a certain height above.
Clearly, it's your best friend, but you don't remember your best friend because he was eaten by a false hydra. And what? The troll gets its turn. It does not get to regenerate any hit points, but it does get to attack. The only two people in melee are May and Fjorn. So I'm going to have the two beefiest, tankiest people you have. So I'm going to 50-50. It's going to do 2 claws on one of you and the sword on the other one of you. So the 2 claws, I'm going to roll a die to see. 1, 2, 3 for me. So it's going to do the claws on Fjorn, and then it's going to try its big old great sword on one of the mays. One of the Billy mays. So 2 claw attacks. Ooh. On Fjorn.
Is the great sword from the Greatest Generation, or?
Yeah. Well, if you get him really mad, he just starts spinning in a circle with the sword out. Does I'm pretty sure a 19 will hit you, Fjorn. It's a 19 and a 20 something.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 claw hits coming in against our raged Berberian. The first one is 7 down to 3. And the next hit is an 11 down to 5. So you only took 8 points total. And then the attack with the greatsword on May. I have a feeling it's going to be a nat 1. No, it was a 14, which I feel like doesn't hit you.
That does not hit.
Don't even have to do anything fancy. It just misses entirely. Which is too bad, because I wanted to see Saloon's Grace give you advantage. Or not advantage, resistance.
It wouldn't hit me because I have three people.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted it to like somehow get through everything and then do like 3 points of damage to you, which again only hits your arcane ward, not even you.
Exactly.
Which is, by the way, I'm sure you know this, but I purposely made Saloon's Grace Abjuration so that you can refuel your...
May is a tank, a true tank.
Yeah, I've made her pretty tanky. Which I just think it's funny because she's she's like a small, like 10. She's like very small, and she's just a little elven girl who's like thin and frail like an elf and stuff. But her magic keeps her like really, really hard to kill. She's gone down though.
But it takes some effort.
It takes a fair amount of effort for sure, especially right now when she's like in the midst of combat. She's got full spells cast.
I'm just going to take a couple of notes real quick, and we are going to call it here for this
Okay.
week.
Okay.
Well, at least you don't have... that's not that bad, because we don't have a lot of the owl stuff. That was what was my problem last time, but...
Yeah,
At least nobody's rolling at disadvantage.
I kind of want to, not have any of my own... I'm like, Tango, get out of here! You're slowing us down, I just want the fight to happen.
It's fun. I like it just because of roleplay purposes. I mean, it's kind of...
It's a little... It kind of sucks that I should have rolled initiative for the other two, but I just added them to where drug was. There should be some interwoven... It's just like all you go, then all the enemies go, then all you go, and I feel like...
I've got a lot of players, so I do that a lot just because it's... Otherwise, it's me, and then them, then me, and then them, and it's just like... Combat already can get clunky, so...
I quite like it when it's intertwined, to be honest.
Yeah, I prefer it to be interwoven a little bit, as opposed to all...
It's not bad with less people. I've got like 6 players, so it's easier just to be like, okay, you guys are all gonna go.
Well,
I sometimes do it if there's like a boss, and then like the little guys, they'll be like on 2 different initiatives.
yeah. So we made it through our first session of the new year. We'll be back again next Sunday. I guess I got to do my outro like I normally do. I don't know what to say though, because we're going to be streaming this every Sunday, but I'm not entirely sure what the rest of the week is going to look like. I might try to do something on Wednesday, and depending on if people show up, maybe we'll work something out. I'm not quite sure. And I want to do those Unity streams that are probably going to be Thursdays, I think. But they might be Wednesday, depending on what happens to the D&D stream there. I might just be like 1 D&D stream, 2 Unity streams, and then you guys will just get twice as much video game content, which may or may not be good, depending on if I suck or not. I was going to say one more thing. Oh, I wanted to look up about the whole Twitch thing, but that's for another time. So I'm going to let everybody say their goodbyes. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Bye.
I almost started counting at 5. I'm like, why would I make you? I should be like, let's say our goodbyes. 49, 48, 40.
Exactly. You gotta time it perfectly.
You got a lot of
That
time to
preparation.
prepare. Like, you could all get your goodbyes in.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break counting.
So yeah, if anyone happened to be watching, I hope you had a good time. And I hope to see you guys watching again next Sunday. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your